For the start of the NRL season, and we are good to go. Hey guys, how you going? So down BKR Sport, we are here as the NRL season is about to pretty much get kicked off. Obviously, we have seen that Las Vegas has been, Las Vegas was over the weekend. Obviously, I was there, and just before we get into this game, which is the Sydney Roosters take on the Brisbane Broncos, just an FYI, I cannot be too loud today. I am currently in Waikiki Beach here in Hawaii, and it is impossible for me to be loud because I'm currently streaming this from the balcony of the hotel, so please bear with me. But I thought, look, I'm still going to stream this game here today. Won't be able to do tomorrow's games. We'll be here for Saturday, and we'll be here for Sunday, however. But yeah, look, tonight's game, Roosters and Broncos, is going to be... I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to kind of pan out. You know, the Roosters have a lot of players out. I did tip them for a bottom four finish, which Roosters fans may hate. Whilst the Broncos, they've made a big signing in Ben Hunt, and, you know, people really heavy on them, really heavy believe in them. I can't remember where I tipped them. I think I tipped them about 5th, didn't I? I think I had them in 5th. I think I had first was the Sharks, second was Storm. I think I had third Panthers, 4th Manly, and then 5th Broncos, 6th Dogs. I think that's what I tipped in my preseason predictions. You guys would remember that. I'm all over the shop mentally at the moment. I'm flat out doing stuff, BKRtravel, BKR Sport, you name it, we're doing it. Plus, geez, it's just been absolutely hectic, but having such a ball, man, having such a ball. But look, I thought I'd still stream tonight and just chill out with you guys and have a chat about the game and get excited for the rugby league season, because this is kind of it kicking off, you know. Like, at the end of the day, this is the first game where it's been kicked off in Australia. It's down there in Sydney. I also want to point out here quickly, first I just want to make sure that everything is all sweet, because, again, show me from a hotel balcony here. I also want to point out as well, God bless everybody back home on the Gold Coast and in Southeast Queensland. Obviously, as you guys know, I'm from the Gold Coast, so, you know, my heart goes out to everybody there who is going through the cyclone right now. I've been through many cyclones myself in Fiji. Fiji has multiple cyclones a year normally, and yeah, I know how it can definitely impact you. But look, don't stress too much. Category 2s shouldn't be too crazy. Just, you know, be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of where you are. But God bless everybody back home in Australia. But let's get into today's game. So the Roosters and the Broncos, like I said, it could be anything, this one. It really could be anything. Do the Roosters come out and prove everybody wrong? Do they prove that despite the player losses of Joey Manu and Sam Walker injury, Jared Rea-Hargraves gone, you know, all these guys, as to Elite, another one who went across to rugby union, obviously, you know, they've got a whole different lineup here, the Roosters. There are still a lot of the mainstays, like your Tedesco's and, you know, not even the halves. You can't even look at their halves and say that. Actually, there is only a couple of mainstays here. I'd say Angus Crichton, Victor Radley, who else there? Tedesco, Tupou. That would be your kind of mainstays. I wouldn't include Dom Young because he only came across last year, but you get the point, right? Like, at the end of the day, this Roosters team is going through a major readjustment and a rager reshuffle, to be completely honest with you. And they're looking to move in a different direction. But the thing is, the reason why I get confused about it is because the Roosters are a team that does expect the best. And, you know, although this is... sorry, 1 second. Let me just make sure this is all good. Okay, sweet. That is all good. I just want to make sure. Although this Roosters team does look like it's down and out this year, it's still the Roosters, right? So that's why I look at it and go, I think the Broncos win tonight, but, you know, it's the Roosters, right? So that I've got to be a little bit wary of that. And this is at Allianz Stadium in Sydney, so they are the home team. But I will also say the Roosters are pretty infamous for starting off the season incredibly slow. And that's with a full-strength lineup, right? So they sucked really badly in the preseason, and now we get to round 1, and they don't usually kick into gear until 5-6 rounds in, right? And sometimes even later. So nothing is really going the Roosters' way when you look at this game. Literally nothing. I can't see too much of a positive besides the fact that they're the home team here, and this is round 1 where you never know how teams are going to go. That's the only positive I can see out of the Roosters here. But let's see how it goes. The Broncos, on the other hand, like I said, they've received Ben Hunt this year. You know, they've got Adam Reynolds there. They have to have a better year out of Reece Walsh. Like, that's just as simple as it comes. They have to have a better year out of Reece Walsh. Phenomenal player on his day. Not a good defender, but a very good attacker. Probably the best attacking fullback in the league. You could argue it, honestly, in regards to attack, you could probably say that he is the best attacking fullback in the league. You know, I'll actually jump in the comment section now. I'll get to the comments in a second, in a second, but get in the comment section. Who do you think is the best attacking fullback in the league? Would you have it as Reece Walsh? You could also argue my boy Keanu Kenny. Who else would you look at? Ryan Pappenhausen is a shout, little puppy. Where else are we looking at around the league? because I wouldn't say Dylan Edwards is, obviously. You could argue Tommy Trbojevic when healthy, for sure. Kalen Ponga when healthy, for sure as well. But I would argue that Reece Walsh probably is the best attacking fullback in the league when he is on, just defensively. It's not exactly the most phenomenal. So, look, the Broncos are pretty keen to get back to winning ways this year, obviously. You look at the fact that last year, they'd lost Tom Flegler, they lost Herbie Farnworth, they lost Keenan Palacio off the bench, who was a big role player off the bench. Not a big player in regards to their starting 13, but he was a big player in regards to being a role player off the bench, right? So, that collection of players that they lost. There was also another one. They lost. Was it Kurt Capewell? No, he was earlier, wasn't he? Well, Kurt Capewell left quite a few years ago, wasn't it? There was another player alongside those three that I always forget. I can't think of who I'm forgetting of there. But anyway, the point of the matter is they had a major transition from that grand final team to losing all those players, plus also the injury to Adam Reynolds. Payne Haas was injured through a lot of last year. Look, they should be better this year. They should be. But also, you can't just rely upon it, man. You really can't. You can't rely upon it because Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds are the two guys they rely upon, and they're both in their mid-30s. Like, they are getting on, and both of them do have injury concerns, especially Adam Reynolds. So, look, I just think be a little bit cautious on them, but I am pretty confident in them tonight. Now, let's go through the two-team lineups here, guys. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And just to reiterate, I cannot be loud today. I can't. I'm on a balcony here. I just can't do it. But like I said, we will still chill and chat about the game and commentate the game when it's on in about 23 minutes' time. So the Roosters here, James Tedesco, who is the captain, he is the fullback. Daniel Tupou and Dominic Young are the wings, with Mark Nawaqanitawase and Robert Toya are the centres. You go to the 5'8", Sandon Smith, who I swear was injured or something happened. So I'm surprised he's actually in this lineup here, but they need him. They need anything they can get right now, especially in the harvest department. Chad Townsend, obviously new signing across from the North Queensland Cowboys. He used to won a premiership with the Sharks, but he also had Mick Ennis, he had James Maloney, he had Ben Barber, he had Andrew Fafita. Incredible team at that time in 2016. But Chad Townsend has a lot of experience, and they need experience right now. Didn't have a great preseason, but they need experience right now, and Chad Townsend is the guy that, honestly, the Roosters do need. We'll see how he plays, but at the end of the day, they need experience right now. Lindsay Collins is in the front row alongside Nafahu White, with Connor Watson as the number 9. Back row of Angus Crichton and Victor Radley, with the 13 being Siwa Wong. Interchange-wise, Zach Docker-Clay, Blake Steep, Celesi Foketi, and Taylor Losalu, with the 18th man replacement being Hugo Savala. That bench, jeez. That bench is something, like, I don't mind Zach Docker-Clay, but Blake Steep, Celesi Foketi, and Taylor Losalu are three guys that majority of rugby league fans won't really know. So it's not an experienced bench whatsoever. And you compare it to the Broncos bench, they'll get to in a sec, and that's a worry. That's a big old worry. But then again, maybe these guys come out and they perform. Maybe they come out and they explode. You never know. But overall, like I was saying before, this Roosters team, it has mainstays there, but a lot of it is very makeshift. So you got to be super, super concerned about the Roosters this year. Broncos, on the other hand, you got Reece Walsh as the fullback, with the wingers being Selwyn Cobbo and Jesse Arthurs, centers of Dean Mariner and Gehemat Shibasaki. Interesting centre pairing there. I will point that out. 5'8" is Ben Hunt, with the halfback being Adam Reynolds, who is captain. Props are Patrick Carrigan and Payne Haas. At least you got Payne Haas there. He was injured for a lot of last year. And then Corey Pags is the hooker. Back row, Jack Kasevsky and Jordan Riggy. And the 13 is Kobe Hetherington, with the interchange being Billy Walters, Corey Jensen, Xavier Willison, and Brendan Piakura, with the 18th man replacement being Tyson Smoothie and obviously Michael Maguire. Madge is now their coach, once Kevin Walters, who, weirdly enough, Fox League has got commenting on this game. Like, bro, he just got sacked from the Broncos. I'm surprised that they've got Kevin Walters commentating the game of the team that he just got sacked from, and it's like, I saw your comment before, Daz. It's spot on. It really is. It's spot on, bro. So yeah, look, I think this Broncos lineup is pretty good. I think their center pairing, I still think that 1 through 5 defensively is a little bit inept. I really struggle to see them not conceding a bunch of points, and I don't think that Ben Hunt, Adam Reynolds are really going to be able to pick that up a dramatic deal either. So that 1 through 7 defensively isn't fantastic. I do think that that's a hard-working forward pack. Jordan Ricky needs to really improve for mine. But, when he's on, he's on. Just needs to be on more often than not. And he's been off more often than not, in my opinion. I understand he played for New Zealand and whatnot. But I think I've got such high expectations of Jordan Ricky from when he first started. And he just hasn't hit it recently, in recent years. So, need to see more of Jordan Ricky. Corey Pace is going to be an interesting one to watch. That front row pairing of Patrick Carrigan and Payne Haas is OP. That's incredible. That's an overpowered front row pairing. Back row is definitely a concern. 13, Cubby Hetherington, he's a bit of a hard worker, right? So, look, I think that overall, their 4-pack is solid. I think that their backline has some really good strike power, but I think defensively is where that could really come a gutser. It could really come a gutser, that 1 through 7. But when it comes to interchange, Billy Walters, Corey Jensen, Xavier Willison, and Brendan Piakura up against Zach Docker-Clay, Blake Steep, Salesi Foketi, and Taylor Lasalu. I keep saying who. That bench of the Broncos kills that. Based off of player names. Based off of on paper. Again, on paper doesn't usually translate to shit. So, based off of paper, Xavier Willison, Big Bopper, Brendan Piakura did get in the Queensland team, right? Corey Jensen and Billy Walters. Corey Jensen's a really underrated player. He's really underrated. He runs the ball hard. He does what he needs to do. He's nothing spectacular. He's not going to go light the world on fire, but he is a tough worker. Billy Walters is a bit overhated, but with that being said, can have an absolute awful game a lot of the time too. But he is also a bit overhated because of the Kevy Walters' son kind of deal. Look, I'm interested to see how he comes off as the 14 because I think that he could do a pretty good job there. I'm not going to lie. I think he could do a pretty good job in that 14. Corey Pake's in that 9. Young blood coming through. Broncos fans have been yapping about it for years, man. So really looking forward to seeing him get his starting gig tonight. Look, who am I going to tip? I'm going to take the Broncos. I'm going to take the Broncos in this game. There's no way that I can bank on the Roosters at the moment until proven otherwise. It's only round 1. Shit can change quickly. Don't even think about kind of making serious predictions about where teams are at until 5 to 7 rounds in. This is where we start to just kind of see the building blocks and to see kind of where teams are at in these first 5 to 7 rounds. And then that's when you get a pretty solidified idea about where a team's direction is going, which can be changed because the Knights do it many times over the recent years. They suck for the first half and then come home like an absolute, bulldozer. They just wipe teams off the floor in the back end. So it doesn't mean that it's completely guaranteed, but you have a good idea about where a team is situated after 5 to 7 rounds, whether they're going to have a struggle season, whether they have the talent that maybe they could turn around later in the year, or they're already very good. Right, and the first 5 to 7 rounds isn't going to win you the comp, but it's going to give you a good idea where teams are at. So there we go, guys. That's a little bit of a preview for today's game. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Don't forget, I've been filming everything here in Las Vegas and in Hawaii. I'm back into Fiji tomorrow. For a couple of days before I head to Hong Kong on Monday, and then I'll be in India on Tuesday. So lots to come on BKRtravel. It's in the pinned comment. Went on helicopter rides through the Grand Canyon. Went to the Las Vegas Golden Knights game. So much stuff. So check out BKRtravel in the pinned comment. But let's get to the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. And I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll for the season, baby. Let's do it. Olivia Reach is back. Broncos fan. Here we are. Olivia Reid, another day, another dono, son. Gee whiz. Thank you very much for the $8 donation, Olivia. Appreciate that. Says another day, another dono. We are back, baby. Also, I thought I would add, I'm stuck in New Zealand. They cancelled my flights back to Brisbane tomorrow. Oh, well, there's worse places to get stuck in. That's for sure. But yeah, look, obviously, tough time there for Southeast Queensland. Tough time there. So, like I said, God bless everybody who is back home. Andrew Backhouse says, does Hawaii have Chipotle? That's right. I forgot. I have to time you out I'll time you out for a minute. I'll teach you a lesson. Don't ever insult Chipotle again. Chipotle is the greatest invention ever. Ever, mate. Ever. Using Skynet. Skunk, you're an idiot, bro. Can we just chill out for a second? We've been back on the stream here for 2 seconds. We've got some idiot talking shit about Chipotle, and then we've got another idiot going, you're using Skynet. Yeah, mate, I'm using Terminator. Sam. No, I'm using the hotel Wi-Fi. It's really good. It's like 50 Mbps, which is fast. What's good in your hoodie? It's your boy Aguero. Get around you, son. What time is it for you? It is currently 10:44 p.m. yesterday for you. 10:44 p.m. on Wednesday. You guys are obviously on Thursday. So, yes, that's my time right now. Roosterman says, go the Chooks, prove them wrong. Hey, listen, like I said, I've got to be cautious, man, because the Roosters are a team that expects greatness, and although they look weak, and although they look susceptible right now, I know the Roosters, but then again, 2016 still happened. I think it was second last, maybe. I'm not insulting the Roosters, Rooster man, but I think it was second last, 2016, and they went and won a comp the next year. They went and won 2 comps in a row. That's because they went and bought Cooper Cronk. Now, look, I know people are going to say, well, there's no Cooper Cronk right now. Well, at the end of the day, the Roosters have a massive war chest. They have a massive amount of money that they can spend on contracts in the coming years because they don't have Joey Manu, they don't have Joseph Suaalii. Roosters fans and other people keep saying, oh, Manu's going to come back and Suaalii's going to come back. They're not going to win you the comp realistically. Like, I get if you want to go for one of them or whatnot, but I think this is a really good chance for you to refresh this lineup because the team that you had last year, I never saw going the full way. I never saw going the whole way. I think that you've got a big concern right now with Sam Walker coming back from injury. ACL is a tough injury to come back from. And obviously that's the first half of the season he's gone. I think it's even 3/4 of the season. So you've got to hope that Chad Townsend can pull him through. Chad Townsend's not going to be here for long. He's just basically replacing Sam Walker. And will Sam Walker get back to what he was doing beforehand? Will Sam Walker be the player that we knew he can be and was playing like beforehand? That's the interesting question there. Is Sandon Smith the guy for the 5'8"? I don't necessarily believe he is. But with that being said, there's not much of an option right now. But the Roosters have the money to go out and make another option. Where else is another one? The fullback, James Tedesco. Tedesco is not going to go on forever. He's only going to... How old is he? Like 33? James Tedesco, age 32, close enough, 8th of January, so 32, he just turned 32. He's still got a good few years left in him, but with that being said, you know, how long will he last with the ability that he still has? Like, he's still a phenomenal fullback. He just gets memed too much, man. So I just think that this is a prime chance for the Roosters to really adjust where they're situated, and I don't necessarily think that they should be relying upon, you know, Suaalii and Joey Manu coming back. I just don't think so. Colin says, enjoy the sun, I guess, to Olivia. Yeah, well, New Zealand may be beautiful. I tell you what, when you guys see the BKR travel vlogs of Hawaii, oh, dude, like the view, if you follow me on Instagram at BKR Sport, you would have seen that I filmed something of the view just before. But if you follow me on BKR Travel, I've been posting this view like every day. I'm obsessed with it, man. Like the pictures don't do it justice. Pictures don't do it justice, man. Like we have insurance. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I lost my membership. Well, hopefully we welcome you back, Olivia. Well, it's been a long off season though, so it's all good. Live from Hawaii, how good is this? Let's go BKR. Yeah, appreciate Tyrone. Hey, listen, man, I'm going to be all over the world this year, so I'm going to be live. I'm live in Hawaii now. I'll be live in Fiji on Saturday and Sunday. I don't think we have a live stream on Monday, but I'll be live from New Delhi, India, next week. And then like Amritsar and Agra and stuff like that, man. So yeah, get prepared for different places every single time, man. Skunk says you should go buy Hawaiian shirts. You can eat a Hawaiian. You know I can time you out. You're getting the full experience of a timeout because you know the rules around here, Skunkle. You know the rules, buddy. You know the rules, champion. Come on. Ben Hunt is so bad, no bias. Gross says. I think there's a little bit of bias there, son. I think there's a little bit of bias. Yes. Aguero says the best attacking fullback in the comp is Blake Laurie. I'm going to move on from that comment. And then we've got another comment here saying the best attacking fullback is Yongi. Andrew Backhouse, listen. There's a reason you got timed out. I say Ponga. Okay, Ponga. I'd say Ponga's top 3. I'd say Ponga's top 3 for sure. Skunk said, hey, mate. Oh, he's talking to Andrew. There you go. Jay, here we go. Hawaiian pizzas originate from Canada. Is this a conspiracy, Jay? Is this a conspiracy that we're talking about here? Guerrero says Hawaiian pizza comes from Upperland. So I had what did I have the other day? By the way, guys, the game starts in 10 minutes time. Thumbs up and subscribe. What did I have the other day that had pineapple in it? It was cooked pineapple. And I filmed it on BKRtravel and I was like, geez, the BKR Sport watchers, subscribers are going to roast me for this. It was at this hotel here. I'm at the Holukalani. Shit, I can't remember. But there was cooked pineapple in it. Didn't taste too bad. But I've never eaten a Hawaiian pizza, so take that. Justin Lee says, let's go Welsh. We'll see. Excuse me, sir. Are you streaming the Roosters vs Broncos game tonight? What, Daz? What are you talking about? Ranky says he probably still loves the club. Am I behind? Like, what? Who loves the club? Did I say something? Oh, wow, I was really behind. He probably still loves the club. I don't even know what you're talking about. But if you're talking about me and the Titans, then yeah, of course I do. Chucking in a crazy, crazy prediction for a Selwyn Cobbo try. How is that a crazy, crazy prediction, brother? How's that a crazy, crazy prediction? Blah, blah, blah says, Cobbo scoring a try. Yeah, exactly right, Skunk. Cobbo scoring a try is a mental prediction. How's that crazy? Blah, blah, blah says, has to be a stitch up by Fox having Kevy do this game like they really couldn't put him on any other game. I get why they've done it, right? Because, he knows this Broncos team in and out, and it's going to draw the eyes, right? People are going to be like, well, what the hell? You got Kevy Walters, the coach of the Broncos the last couple of years, now commentating on the game that he just got sacked from. And everyone's kind of hyping up Michael Maguire. And if Michael Maguire goes well, that makes Kevin Walters look even more shit, right? So I understand why they've done it. It's just pure clickbait. And look, it works. It works. Zane Murray says Jensen is a workhorse. I agree, man. I agree. I think Jensen is a super underrated player. I don't think he's going to light the world on fire, but I think he's a super underrated player for sure. 2027 ladder prediction. Mitchell Tigers last. Simeon. Oh, by the way, mind you, I had a few so many comments from Tigers fans on my season predictions video saying how much I hate the Tigers and I'm a big Tigers hater. Firstly, I think your fan base is one of the best fan bases in the league. I have absolutely no hatred towards the Tigers whatsoever at all. Literally, I just think that God forbid you predict the team that's won the last 3 wooden spoons in a row to come last again because they haven't proven shit yet. It's not out of hate. It's just out of, I want to see you do it first. Otherwise, it's the organisation. At no point have I ever hated the Tigers. Tyrone says, Billy Walters nowhere near over hate as my beautiful king Nico Hines. I know he does get overhated. I had to defend him on my Instagram the night of Vegas. I got home from the games, which was an unbelievable experience, by the way. I do think I should still put that vlog out. I do have all the footage. I just haven't edited it yet. Would you guys want to see that vlog still, even though it's a week after? Let me know. I've been so busy with BKRtravel that I haven't even thought about uploading that. But let me know in the comment section if you would still like to see that Vegas vlog maybe come out on Monday or something when I'm on my flight to Hong Kong. Santa says Roosters could either get put in the dirt by the Broncos or demolish them by 30. They're unpredictable. I don't think the Roosters win this game by 30. I think the Broncos are still quite unpredictable. I think people are a little bit too high on them too early, but I think that I see there's more likely a world where the Broncos become the team everyone thinks they are. But I also think that there's still a lot of uncertainty around where this Broncos team is at, and people just imagine that Ben Hunt comes in and automatically makes them this top 4 massive, amazing team. Now, I have them in 5th, but that's also because I do rate their lineup, but that 5th placing completely depends on both Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds being healthy this season, because I'll never predict an injury. I don't think that predicting injuries is healthy for anybody. I think it's just pretty dog shit, to be completely honest with you, for predicting injuries for anybody. So even though players might have a track record, it's just not my kind of deal. I won't do that. So that is completely dependent on that. Also, the Eels, Mitchell Moses getting injured, yikes. That's a big yikes for them. Desmond says, surely you go to an Oakland A's game. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, no, I'm just looking over the horizon just there, here in Hawaii. That's Oakland just over there. I'm nearly as far away from Oakland as you are, Daz. I'm across the Pacific Ocean too. I know I might be a little bit closer, but I've still got to cross the Pacific Ocean to get to Oakland, which is in San Francisco. I'm not in San Francisco, Daz, mate. I'm not in for San Francisco. Sane says, no, stuff Cooper Cronk. The Chooks have the greatest half in history. Chad Townsend. Hey, Best Sport 2.0 will agree with you. Nate Jason, I think the Chooks can pull off an upset if the Broncos aren't too cocky. I agree, Nate. I agree. I think that the Broncos are still unpredictable. I really do. Andrew Backer says, I think that isn't fair. You are silencing me. If you ever insult Chipotle ever again... Hey, listen, I'm the dictator here, champion. I'm the dictator here. You ever insult Chipotle again, I wish I could time you out for 2 minutes just to double it every time. You know? I feel so much power, Andrew. I feel so much power. He should silence him more often. I agree, Jay. Yeah, no, I agree. Zane Murray says, Madge Effect won't let it happen. Well, it's like people are very quick to forget, yeah? Like Madge was successful with New Zealand, which is a representative team. Madge was successful with New South Wales, which was a representative team. Madge was not successful with the West Tigers. Madge was successful with the Rabbitohs, but it's like you need to see if he goes from the Tigers to what he did with New Zealand and New South Wales and whatnot, and then comes back to the Broncos and they're still bad. It's like, do you blame that on Kevy? Do you blame that on the organisation? Or do you blame that on Madge? Because, yeah, look, the Tigers haven't been successful at any stage, even post Michael Maguire. But the question doesn't need to be asked that he wasn't able to kind of take them out of that. So let's see him do it for the Broncos with a bit more free rein. But also, until he does it, we kind of need to hold the reins on those, and reserve our opinions a little bit until we see it get done. Because being a coach of an NRL team is extremely different to being the coach of New South Wales, which is the best players in the game in the world, and being the coach of New Zealand, which is some of the best players in the world. Very different concepts. Very different conceps. Jalan Pond says, hey bro, I want to know your thoughts on Bulls versus Magic later today. Jalan Pond, we will be getting back into the Bulls very soon. It's just that I have been travelling every 2 seconds lately. Oh, this chat has... Hold on, refresh. I don't know what's going on. I've got to refresh this chat. There we go. Alright, that's been refreshed. Now let's get back up to it. Jeez. Gee whiz. It's so difficult keeping my voice down, by the way. So difficult. But Bulls vs Magic later today? Later today? Later today? Bulls don't play Magic until tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, 2 p.m. That wouldn't be later today for anybody in the world, would it? That's 2 p.m. Hawaiian time, so it'd be what, like Orlando time, probably like 7 o'clock or something like that. But Orlando have been bad, but the Bulls are worse, so I'll take Orlando. But I love my Bulls, but yikes. Yeah, there you go, Nate J. Where was the Magic effect of the Tigers? Yeah, but like, again, he's a good coach. I believe he's a good coach, and I think he will do good things for the Broncos. With that being said, people do forget about his Tigers. Joshua Price, the Cyclones coming this Saturday morning. Like I said, man, God bless everybody in South East Queensland. It's not as bad as you think. I've been through multiple cyclones and way heavier than Cyclone Category 2. With that being said, just be aware of your surroundings. Chris Hunt says up the Roosters. You've got a Warriors logo as your profile picture. 2 weeks in New Delhi. Wow, Jay, probably longer. Sanders says best attacking fullback is Drinkwater. Hey, it's a good shout too, actually. It's a good shout too. Andrew says Hawaiian pizza is diabolical. Correct. Jack Lewis says, just join chat. I think the Broncos win decently. Roosters team looks bad this season. What's your predictions? I'll say Broncos 12+. I can see a world the Broncos win 13+. I can see a world where it's a very close game. Is there a world the Roosters win? There's a world where it's 1-12, but I would say that it's a pretty heavy... I'm very confident the Broncos win this. I'm very confident the Broncos win. Will this look ugly for the Chooks considering they're missing some players? Yes, potentially. Hope you're safe with the Cyclone Alpha, Blaze. All the best. Mate, I'm in Hawaii. I was in Vegas the other day. I'm not in Southeast Queensland, man. I'm not going to be back in Australia for over a year, dude. I'm travelling for ages. I'm not going to be in Australia for over a year, bro. Nath J says, Chadwick Townsend will be interesting to Chadwick Townsend. They're getting ready to walk out into the field, by the way. Dave says, hope Hawaii is awesome, man. Have a great call tonight. Appreciate you, Dave. We will be doing your Bulldogs game on Saturday. So I won't be streaming the 2 games tomorrow night because I'll be on a plane back from Hawaii to Fiji. But I will be streaming the games on Saturday and Sunday. So which is the Dogs game, I think it's on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Panthers vs Sharks was amazing. Good defense from both teams. Yeah. Ashley Klein's Ashley Klein, though. I will say that was a very controversial refereeing performance. Very controversial. With that being said, it was a great game. If you vlogged Nico's wet hair, then yes. Well, it wasn't raining, Daz. It wasn't raining in Vegas. It wasn't raining. Where's the wet hair coming from? Jack O'Neill says that ladder is absolutely glorious. Call the rest of the round off, I say. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing, son. No. I'm not disagreeing, buddy. No. No, I don't even need to fake the ladder at the moment. We are in the top 8. We're in the top 4. Titans are in the top 4, mate. How good. How good. Titans in the top 4. Call it off. Call the season off. It's finished. We're done. Move it on. Cry river somewhere else. Not my problem. Broncos are being crowned a champion team after finishing... being crowned a champion team? Oh my gosh, his English skills, the old Daz, mate. You know, we've had to teach him over the years. He still hasn't gotten to the perfection level just yet. Not just yet. No. Noah Uasa says, I have Kenny over Brimson and Campbell at fullback. Thoughts? Well, yeah, that's what's happening. It's not a surprise. Kenny is the fullback. Like, that's what everyone thinks. Keanu Kenny is the fullback, and AJ Brimson's going to be 5'8", and Jaden Campbell's going to be a halfback. That's what the team list is going to be for the Titans. Andrew says, Moses' injury might send me into a dark hole. It's a pretty rough injury, bro, because that is, as you probably would have seen in my comment on the NRL post on Instagram, I think the Eels are a good team when they've got a fully fit halves. But if they don't have a fully fit halves, that's quite literally the reason why they finish as low as they did last season. By the way, how's the weather in Sydney? How is the weather in Sydney? I know it's bad up in South East Queensland, but how's the weather in Sydney? Hi, Steve says, hi mate, how was your trip? I'm still in Hawaii, bro. Hope you had a blast. I was just in the back shed waiting for Alfred to come for a drink. No, good luck, man. God bless you. But my trip doesn't stop for like a year, bro. So, Jag94, it's much harder being an NRL coach than being an Origin or Test coach. I agree. I still think it's the organisation. Remember, Anthony Seibold was coach of the year a year before coaching the Broncos in 2020? Yeah. It's not a bad point. Hillbilly says, have a mate that rode a boat from Hawaii to west coast of the US. Couldn't be that far. That's a long way, bro. Damn. What? Rode a boat from Hawaii to west coast of the US is crazy. Yes, it is 11 p.m. my time, Jay. Yes. All right. So the Roosters will kick the ball off here, guys. Like I said, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Don't forget to go check out BKRtravel. Subscribe because those Las Vegas vlogs will come out on Monday, Australian time. But first tackle, and the Roosters are going to knock it on. Oh my gosh. Oh no, the Roosters have knocked the ball on the first tackle of their entire season. It's not the first tackle of the game, it's the first tackle of their entire season, and Lindsay Collins has just knocked the ball on. Oh no, that's the worst possible. He got manhandled, brought back to the 4 meters, and then lost the ball. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I'll refresh the scoreboard now. That is not a good sign. But if you needed anything to kind of, as a Roosters fan, to try and ignore what's possibly incoming this season for your team, that wasn't going to quell that. All right, Broncos here, 10 meters out from the line. Let's see if they can put one over early doors. Let's see if they can put one over early doors. Corey Pace sits off into Paddy Carrigan, and Carrigan's going to be 10 meters out from the line, second tackle. What's he taking the 4 games in Vegas? Do you think too many? Yes. And should the Jillaroos test remain just without England? It has to be Australia, New Zealand, otherwise there's no competition. All right, 6 again now for the Broncos. 5 metres out of the line. First tackle, Corey Pace gives it off into Paddy Carrigan. Carrigan 15 metres out to Payne Haas. And Payne Haas, second tackle at the 8. Like I said, guys, I can't be too loud because I am on a balcony right now. So I am trying to commentate at a pretty normal noise level. But when I'm in India, there is literally... Well, actually, from tomorrow, there's no noise level. So third tackle now. They give off to Adam Reynolds. Reynolds off to Carrigan, Reece Walsh, and he's going to be taken down 13 metres out. That wasn't fantastic. This is not bad defence from the Roosters early doors. Fourth tackle, 12 metres out. They get it across here to Adam Reynolds. And then Kobe Hetherington. It's going to be 15 away from the line. Fifth tackle. Broncos on the attack early. Gives it off into Reynolds. Reynolds short ball at the back. Reece Walsh and Dean Mariner will get taken down 5 minutes out. Not great attack from the Bronx. You do need to see the season really get moving along before you start seeing clean attacking manoeuvres. Jacob Arata says, hi. Hello, Jacob. Who have I got here, Marco Kelly? Bronx. I got the Bronx. Gee whiz, I'm a Dogs fan. What do you expect, Taz, mate? Listen, I hear you. I hear you. Campo says, welcome back, Rugby League, I guess. Yeah, well, at least they were able to defend it. If they had have, conceded a try in that first set, that would have really hampered. You could argue that would put a mental effect on the Roosters season for the rest of the season. Not the rest of the season, but for the first couple of rounds. To have all this negativity there, you need to get off started with a bang to avoid that negativity just kind of looming and circling and just kind of waiting around. That wasn't a good start. But the defense just then wasn't bad. So the Broncos now, Reece Walsh will grab this ball at his own 5 and bring it out here to the 15 and to the 20. That's arguably a high tackle. They didn't call it. That's my says, gee whiz, KO is shit. I can't watch KO overseas, so I have to watch it on watchnrl.com. Not watching on that today, but I will be throughout the season. England scored 4 points. I'd count that as a win, Mitchell says. Hey, listen, last try wins is what the English are probably saying. Dean Mariner nearly gets away. He'll be taken out the 40. It's third tackle. Yeah, that was a diabolical game. I didn't watch all of it. I actually went and caught up with a few friends in Vegas at the time. But yeah, it's. I did watch part of it, and it just really was embarrassing. But then again, it's England. Jay says, in India, all we will hear is horns and tuk-tuks. Hey, hopefully it's better than just wind, man, because wind in Honolulu this week has been pretty wild. It's been beautiful, but it's been pretty wild. Ben Fricker says, why don't you go for the kick? Again, early part of the season, man. This is the first couple of sets of the entire year for these two teams, so you're going to wait and see kind of these teams build into the year, yeah? You don't just think immediately goes bang. My round one tips from tonight: Broncos, Tigers, Dolphins. I can't think of who they're all playing off the top of my head, man. But I could see the night surprising. Jay, do you think the hot dog man made it down in Sydney? Oh my gosh, leave him alone, man. Leave him alone. Fair tackle here at the halfway point. That should have been the first game of the day. Oh, the women's game. I can understand why they put the English one. Yeah, no, actually, you know what? I'll disagree. I'll agree with you. So first tackle of the Broncos at the 18. And the reason why I'll agree with you is that the atmosphere at Vegas was incredible with the English. The English made that day. The Wigan Warriors fans were chanting for the Canberra Raiders because they're on that side. I don't know why they wouldn't put them on the same side as the New Zealand Warriors, but good on you, NRL. But the Wigan Warriors did their game. And then they all chanted and just got pissed up for the rest of the day on the Raiders side. So they were all chanting for the Raiders. And they were also on the side of the Panthers. But I didn't really hear too many Panthers. I didn't hear a single Panthers chant, actually. I got a couple of Sharkies chants started up. I did. I got a couple of Sharkies chants started up. But realistically, the English being like that middle game between the two NRL games would have been perfect. But then again, no one's going to turn up for the women's game at the early part of the day. So it's just kind of a throwaway and a waste if they did that. That's why they put it in that third game. So, look, it's a hard one, man. It's a hard one. Ideally next season, with all due respect to the women's game, you guys know I like the women's game. I love watching it. Third tackle over the Roosters at 35 on their side of the field. I would put the one NRL game, Super League, the other NRL game. I'd have 3 games. 4 games too much. It really is. It's too much. It was way too much. Surprise Reece Walsh wearing pink boots. Wonder if his fingernails match. Didn't Michael Maguire ban that? I swear Michael Maguire banned the fingernails thing. Oh, Roosters spread his by right hand side there. Away, Robert Toy at the 50, at the 45, at the 40. He's going to get it to Dom Young. It's game. That's a try. That's a try. That's a try. That's a try. Oh, Broncos. What's happening? 4-0 here, the Roosters with the kid to come. Dom Young gets the ball, gets away down that sideline. I don't think many Broncos fans were expecting this. But what did I say to you guys at the beginning of this stream? The Broncos, 1, need time under a new coach. 2, there is a lot that can still go wrong for the Broncos. I think it's it's always going to be way too early, regardless of the result of this game, to see where the Broncos are at. You've got to wait 5 to 7 rounds, and honestly, you could argue more for the Broncos with a brand new kind of system with Michael Maguire, Ben Hunt, the likes. But you were given a brilliant opportunity with a knock-on of the first tackle of the game, and you looked awful on attack. The Roosters are pieced apart injury-wise and lost a lot of players. And had that happen on the first tackle of the game, and yet they've scored first. It's not good. That's really not good if you're a Broncos fan. Good to see blokes backing up. Royce, man, that was the most impressive part about that. Like that you've mentioned that, because the Robert Toyer breakaway was brilliant. But a lot of the time, you can, especially with the Titans, I see this a lot. Like AJ Brimson will break away, but there's nobody following them up. Or Keanu breaks away, nobody follows him up. What I saw just then, look here, so they pass this ball to Robert Toyer. Toyer breaks past Ben Hunt. Broncos fans are loving that. So he's got James Tedesco on his inside to his right. He also had another player to his left inside, but he had Dom Young to the far right outside. He had 3 players to choose from just then. He didn't just have 1. He didn't have 2. He had 3 players following up just then. Ooh, hit the post. Hit the post. Hannah Smith will miss the kick. It will be 4-0 here to the Roosters. But Ben Hunt just got caught out just then. Ben Hunt just got caught out. Oh, who's that who ran up, actually? Nah, bullshit. Number 4 for the Broncos. Is that Dean Mariner? Oh, it's Gehamush Shibasaki. Oh, it's like, yeah, okay, Ben Hunt was to blame for that as well, but Shibasaki ran out of the line. He left him high and dry. Gehamush Shibasaki broke the line. So I would blame Shibasaki more so, but Ben Hunt also missed the tackle. Cover on the cover was weak as well. I agree, Skunkle. I think people will look at that as Ben Hunt. I immediately did too. But I think people will immediately look at that as a Ben Hunt mistake. But realistically, Shibasaki runs out of the line, breaks the defensive structure, breaks the defensive line. Ben Hunt's left to cover, and Cobbo's not there as well. Like, there's a whole bunch of issues with that play there defensively from the Bronx. And what did I say to you guys at the start of the stream? I said 1 through 7, the Broncos defensively are quite awful. 1 through 7 is fantastic strike power and attacking wise. Centres are still a concern today. But defensively, that 1 through 7 is quite awful. Reece Walsh isn't a good defender. Selwyn Cobbo is an awful defender. Dean Mariner and Gehamush Shibasaki are not fantastic defenders by any means. Jesse Arthurs is okay, but Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds are definitely not defensive halves. So, you know, maybe people are overestimating the Broncos. I don't know, but it's still super early in the season. That's a penalty to the Broncos right there. Coming off their own 15 or so. 10 minutes gone to the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Interesting game so far. Great defense. That's coming back. Surely Teddy was in the way. I don't even know what you're looking at. Horrible tackle attempt from Ben Hunt. Glazed gone. I understand why Dragons fans hate him. I can understand it. Like, he did take the piss when he was the captain of your team. You know, if Tino had done that for the Titans, and I can say this now, I couldn't give a shit what anybody thinks anymore. Trust me. I can say whatever I want now. I'm always going to be myself, but I don't need to pretend, you know, to be validated by people who I couldn't give a shit about anymore. But if Latino came out and said that as the captain of the team that I want to leave and go elsewhere, which he would never do, he's too much of a humble, good human being. If he came out and said that, I would severely dislike the guy. And so would a lot of Titans fans. Most people would. Because you can't do that as a captain. You can't come out and just shit in your club like that. So, I understand why Dragons fans are like that. Truly. 4 tackle now, 20 minutes out of the line. Bronx, Reynolds will get taken up 15 minutes out, so he's out of the kicking game. Fit tackle here. Fit tackle. Ben Hunt kicks it through. Not a good kick. And it's going to be James Tedesco grabs it at the 5. Not a good kick at all, that. Not a good kick at all. Throwing out an arm is the best he had. Again, you've got to remember, Gehamush Shibasaki opened up the line for him. So that break that Toya was able to break through was kind of set up by Shibasaki, not by Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt's coming across at that time. Ben Hunt is coming across at that time, man. You can't just solely blame Ben Hunt for that poor defensive read by the Broncos in total. All right, so James Tedesco now. He'll be taken down at the 45. By the way, can you guys hear wind? Can you let me know in the comment section? Can you hear wind come through the microphone? Considering we're on a balcony right now, I'm actually pretty impressed if you can't. It's not that windy, but with that being said, it'll prove it's a pretty good mic if there's no wind. Skunk says, what a kick by Townsend. Yeah, kick it down into the 10. It's not bad. Oh, it sounds good. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, no wind. If this was on during the day, this would be the best for you ever to do a stream in, by the way. J-Og says, don't judge a team after round 1. I won't judge a team until round 7. I think as players said, 6 to 7 games, you'll gauge how teams are going. Yes, I can hear wind. Why is everybody else saying no wind, but you've just said wind? Oh, my dearie me. Only wind you hear is out your ass. Thank you, Skunkle. Thank you for that really intelligent piece of information. Oh, they're away. Oh, potentially a high tackle there. Shibasaki's away here, taking out the 40. Damn, he got an extra 10 meters post-contact. That was nice. All right, maybe they're getting a roll on here. Nearly knocked it on, but the Broncos, they're away. They're 20, the 15, the 10, then slips over. And then Hetherington taken down. Fit tackle. Oh, no, there's an injury here for the Roosters. Oh, no. Oh, it's Victor Radley. No, it's not. God bless him. Oh, no, it's not like a concussion, is it? Oh, Roosters fans. Oh, no. This is a problem with Radley's game. Like, this is a complete accident. Oh, bruh. He's not going to be back today. He's not going to be back today. It's another injury for the Roosters. That's another injury for the Roosters. There's so many weathermen in the chat tonight. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Jay's talking about. Oh, man. But I hope Victor Radley's alright, bro. This is a rough one. This is a rough one. His head snaps back. It's like he's just come over the top. It's like a bit of a, what's it called? Hospital tackle, in a way. You know, how he's just thrown himself at the tackle and his head's just come into contact with Lindsay Collins and whack. That's a rough one. Neck brace is coming out, I think. There's no way that Victor Radley plays anymore tonight. Lindsay Collins has got a big cut under his eye. Does Lindsay Collins have a missus, by the way? Does Lindsay Collins have a missus? I wonder how she feels about him going to war every week. Like, he goes to war every week for the Roosters. He's the toughest mother bitch that you'd ever see. Fuck, I tell ya. Like, he is a really, really tough guy. I wonder how his missus would feel. Every single week coming out and just getting slammed, having a new cut or having no teeth. Lindsay Collins is a machine, bro. So Victor Radley coming off. Mitchell says, wouldn't surprise me if he had a mister. I think it absolutely would surprise me if he had a mister. I think it absolutely would. I don't know what just happened there with that comment, but sure. All right, Broncos fit tackle 10 metres out. Fit tackle 10 metres out. Adam Reynolds kicks it through. And not a good kick. Their attack so far in the red zone in the attacking 20 has been beyond abysmal. Obama, okay. Not getting into that, Jay. Not getting into that. Don't start that, please. I've seen the footage. Please don't. I don't need to be reminded of it. I don't need to. Andy Buckout says, does McInnes have a missus? If so, how does she feel with him returning with cuts and bruises? Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, no, you've literally just said exactly what I just said, but just changed the player around. I think McInnes does, actually. I think I've seen pictures of them together. All right, so the Broncos now will grab this ball here at the 20, and Reece Walsh will flick it across, which did absolutely nothing, and Jesse Arthurs will be taking out the 30. That did absolutely nothing, Reece. They definitely look disjointed right now, the Bronx. They look like they don't really have any idea attacking-wise at all. They look like, well, and again, they're adjusting to a brand new halves pairing. I wonder what they do when Ezra Mam comes back. And Ezra Mam, I've got my own, everyone's got their issues with Ezra Mam, right? But I wonder what the Broncos decide to do. Do they keep Ben Hunt 6 and Adam Reynolds on 7, but then where do you put Ezra Mam? But then do you put Ben Hunt into the 9, which means you're going to drop Corey Pakes. Ezra Mam into the 6, their way, left-hand side, this is a try. Try Broncos. Bang. On the inside, Kahima Shibasaki. Honestly, I would say that he was the fault for the try before, but he will get the try this time to make a 4-4 here with the kid to come. That was a nice attacking play. That was a really nice attacking play down the left-hand side. So 4-4 here with the kid to come, and it's going to be from basically right in front. Big Mike. Stop it, Nate. Don't encourage Jay, please. Please don't encourage Jay. But yeah, 3-on-2. Dom Young, way too inside there, man, and Robert Toyer. Robert Toyer and Dom Young, way too congested on the inside. Way too congested on the inside. Mitchell says, no way they let somebody's uncle score. It's a nice run by Jesse Arthurs, though. Like, Jesse Arthurs is a good attacking winger. Defensively, he can be 50-50, but Shibasaki makes up for the poor defense read before. Marcel Musa says, how was Vegas? Vegas was awesome, dude. Vegas was awesome, especially I'll be honest, I enjoyed the Golden Knights game more than I enjoyed, I don't know if I'd say that, actually. The Golden Knights game was awesome. They gave me an official puck. Like, I got given, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know this, I got given the puck from the ice. I was sitting on the glass. I was able to talk shit with one of the guys in the penalty box. I got given an official puck, which was awesome. I've always wanted, like, something from an event like that. Like, I've always wanted to catch, like, a foul ball or a home run ball at a baseball game at Wrigley Field. I was never able to when I was there. But to be given an official ice puck from a lovely guy who was actually from Chicago, a lovely man who was in the booth. I can't remember what he was doing, what his job was. But yeah, he gave me one of the official ice pucks. That was awesome. And they won 2-0, so it was pretty good. See any crazy shit in Vegas? Oh, Jay. Dude, Vegas, literally just walking around, you will get high. Like, dead set, you'll get high. Everywhere you go, it's just weed central. Everywhere you go, they're just going out to check on a dog. You know, Jay? You know? So 6-4 here to the Broncos, 24 minutes to go here the first half. So much. Like, there was the chicks who asked you to take photos with them and then charge you an exorbitant fee. There was one chick who had, like, star stickers on her nipples. That was it. She had nothing else on. She just had, like, a star sticker on a nipple. Welcome to Vegas, where there is no dress code for males or females. Saw many men doing the same thing with photos. Also, I think some people don't recognize their age and body figure. At some point, it's probably best not to be wearing that kind of outfit, because there was some very interesting looking older generation people with pretty much no clothes on asking for people for photos, and they'll charge you big time. Did he sell it for $20? I did not buy or purchase one of these photos, sir. So Broncos now. So Victor Radley has been ruled out, by the way, for the Roosters. He'll miss out next week too, minimum with the 11-day stand down. Fourth tackle for the Broncos. Then get this ball here to the 35. Andrew says, "What important question? What has been your favourite food in America that you've consumed?" Firstly, you'll watch that on BK Travel. Bit of advertisement there. Secondly, I had some really good stuff here actually at the Halukalani. It was kind of like sushi, but it wasn't sushi. If I'm talking Vegas though, I'm trying to think where we ate, because we've eaten a lot. Wait for BK Travel, you'll see it all over there. Third tackle at the 25. We've had a lot of different kinds of foods. $20 is $20. You guys need help. Fourth tackle now for the Roosters. I know it can't be triple. We'll see you in 1 minute, Andrew. I've told you, insult Chipotle at your own peril. 1 minute. How's that for free speech? Go tell the PR department, the BK Sport PR department. The head of the PR department is Jay Hayes. So go make a formal complaint. So first tackle now with the Broncos, and they're going to bring this one out here to the 30. You can be honest here. To be honest with you, nowadays I can. I don't care anymore. Like, at the end of the day, man, like, I was kind of restricted before. Now I'm not. All right, so the Broncos will get a penalty here at their own 40. 18 minutes into the first half. We'll get a penalty. So the Broncos are starting to get a bit of a move on now. Up 6-4. They're getting a bit of a move on now. Did I see the Kevin Hart show in Vegas? No, I went to the Michael Jackson 1 Cirque du Soleil show, which was amazing. Heard Gus in his podcast say he went and he was really funny. Yeah, I knew that Kevin Hart was there at the time, but no, we went and watched the Michael Jackson 1 show, which, again, I've logged on BK Travel. Will come out in the next couple of weeks. But the Michael Jackson show was incredible. All of the hit songs, everything, plus acrobatic acts, it really was something. So second tackle now at the 30. Payne Haas to Reece Walsh. Reece Walsh with a late pass. That was dumb. Third tackle here at the 25. Jeez. Tries to accommodate a game, and I see much David Copperfields. Actually, there's a funny story regarding that. Fit tackle here with the Broncos at the 13. It's very easy to get assaulted in Vegas as just a tourist walking by. Oh, that's a nice try. That's a nice try there. I can't believe they've scored that. That's actually wild that they've scored that. So Payne Haas, I thought 100% they just made a mistake and were going to run it on fifth tackle for some random reason. But instead, they actually found a gap. So Payne Haas runs into the line and then gets a really nice offload back on the inside here for Corey Pakes. Because I don't think did they plan that? I don't know if Corey Pakes knew the tackle count. I think this has just worked out. I don't know. That's a weird one. It's like Payne Haas is looking like maybe this was a design play, but also it didn't really. Like Corey Pakes followed it up nicely. I feel like he's just followed this up. I don't know if that was a design play. I think they originally made a mistake, but it ended up being good. They ended up scoring. So 10-4 here with the hit to come. 20 minutes to go the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Did you visit Slapperland in Vegas? Mate, Slapperland's the greatest land that ever did Slapper. Definitely did. Skuggle says here, telling me Gus didn't invite you. So fun fact for you, actually, in regards to Gus. I saw him on the Vegas night. I was waiting for it, so there was a whole big line of taxis just outside of Allegiant Stadium, and a whole big line of people were waiting for. There wasn't a line of taxi. A whole line of people waiting for a taxi, but because in America, no one really gives a shit, right? So they didn't know there's an event at Allegiant, all the taxis, and there was all these shows and whatever going on. So people would have waited there for hours if they didn't be proactive and go search or call. I walked probably about 100, 200 meters up to the main road there, which is still quite quiet because it's off the strip. It's not on the strip, the Allegiant Stadium. So I walked up the road, and when I was waiting for to hail a cab, Gus, and it must be his wife, Gus and his wife walked past me, and I said, "On you, Gus. I hope you had a good day." And he said something like, "Oh," he just walked by and kind of blanked in a way. Like he kind of said, "Yeah, good." And then I went to fist bump him or high five him, and he looked at it and just kept walking. And I was like, "Sure." His wife apologized, but I was just like, "Cool, bro." I was like, "Sure." Sure, man. I'm surprised he didn't start punching on with me at one point. That's a joke. But at the end of the day, it was just I was being nice to him. I was just saying, I hope you had a good day, bro. Broncos on the right-hand side, second tackle. Reece Walsh away. It's another try. Reece Walsh at the 30. Pass the ball, dude. Oh. You idiot, Reece. Oh, Reece, bro, pass the ball way earlier, man. I can't believe that has just ended. Oh, and it's a penalty, Roosters. Oh. Reece Walsh, give yourself a slap. Look at this. Adam Reynolds with a great pass to Reece Walsh. He finds the gap. He breaks through. Pass the ball now. Nope. Cut on the inside. Had nothing. And Tedesco stops the try. And then they end up getting the ball to Trade Townsend. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I agree, Olivia. No way he just did that. It was selfish. He had a man to his left and Adam Reynolds. And he had a man to his right who I can't remember. Instead, he decided to say, screw you both. Cut into the left. And then realised there was no space on the left. And then tried to pass it late. And Tedesco stopped it. And then the Roosters get a penalty. Dead set. So selfish from Reece, man. David says, Blaze, you're giving the Eels any chance against the Storm without Moses? No, I got Storm winning that game by 13+. And there's a knock on from the Roosters at the 40. That's the way to go. Blake Steep will knock that ball on. Listen, you get given an opportunity from that Reece Walsh play, and then you go and knock the ball on. That is something that is inexcusable. That is absolutely inexcusable. Tasman says, oh yeah, Reece Walsh has matured as a player. Yeah, good news, media. Well, that's what he can do, yeah. He can make that break. He can light up the field. He can be absolutely incredible. But then, it's just the selfish shit like that you just come on, man. You can be so much better at this game. Reece Walsh has all the talent in the world, man. But it's just shit like that. And it's just man, there's more players on this team than just you. He had two options. Run the ball straight, and you've got a guy on your left and a guy on your right, and it's an easy try. Look at when the Broncos scored their first try. Down the left wing, they had Jesse Arthurs, and then he cuts it back in at the perfect time for get him on Shibasaki. That happens there with an easy try to the Bronx. Had Reece just literally acknowledged either player to his left or fucking right. Like, dead set. So, third tackle here for the Broncos, and they're 30 metres out here from the line. It's his ego. I don't necessarily disagree, Jay. Ben says, Walsh has the ability, but man, he needs to be more composed. Absolutely. If they kick this ball over the top, there's a chance here. No, it's drop out. Drop out. Oh, was it also Townsend? So it must have been Reynolds on his left and Townsend on his right. No. How dare he let Townsend down like that? Who are you talking about? Who let Townsend down like that? What? Who are we talking about? Oh, Steep. Okay. Sure. I don't know what Townsend had to do with the knock-on for Steep, but sure. All right, so Chad Townsend will have a short dropout. Not a bad one, actually. Not a bad one. And Bronx will get it, though. And they're going to be lucky not to lose meters here. Selwyn Cobbo gets it at the 20. They had it at the 15 and then got taken down at the 20 because he decided to run back to Timbuktu. Second tackle here for the Broncos. That's going to be Reece Walsh here, 8 metres out. Should be 6 again, that. They're not going to call 6 again. Should have been at 6 again, that. Absolutely came over the top of him. Third tackle here, 5 metres away from the line. We need to see this attack, Bronx. You've had a good couple of plays, but you've also messed up a couple. Short ball, that's an easy try. Roosters defence, pitiful. Really nice try there from Jack Kasevsky for the Broncos, and they will go over the line. Well, Roosters, I think we're all being confirmed what we knew. You're in for trouble this year. You're in for trouble this year, in my opinion. You are in for trouble. We won't know shit till 5 or 7 rounds in, but you are in for trouble. And that all comes off the back of the knock-on from Blake Steep. If you don't knock that ball on, you've got the ball in the attack in 40. Good tackle by Townsend. How can you blame Townsend for that, really? At the end of the day, I don't think Chad Townsend on his own is going to be able to stop a back rower. This is a charging run from Gosiewski. This is a charging run from Gosiewski. Look at this. I just don't think that he's going to be anyone's going to be able to make a tackle like that. That run from Gosiewski is really solid. Andrew says, could you say that the Roosters' defence is the shittest in the comp currently? No. There's nothing to prove the Tigers have improved their defence. Someone give me an argument to say the Tigers have improved their defence, and I'll listen to you. You can't. If you say they have, then you're just willfully hoping. And I'm okay with that. If you're willfully hoping, then sure, but say that. Don't say, Tigers have improved their defence. Based on what? What have you based that on? You're not basing it on Jerome Luai. There's no way you're basing Jerome Luai's defence. You're definitely not basing it on Sonia Todorova's defence. Who else has gone across? So, there's nothing to tell me the Tigers' defence has improved. By the way, they got the kickers with 18-4 here to the Broncos with 13.5 minutes to go the first half. Who's another team? Need to see the Titans do it again. Titans could absolutely still be the same defence. I hope they're not. I really hope they're not. If they play like they did against the Dolphins, their defence is solid. But that was a preseason game. Who else is down there? I think the Knights defensively will be woeful this season. I think the Warriors defensively are going to be abysmal this season. The Roosters, I tipped them for bottom 4 for a reason. Dathmate says, Dogs have the best defence in the league at 0 points conceded. Wrong. You're wrong. You're a liar. You're Pinocchio. You haven't played yet. The Titans have played a game. Look, it says played 1. Played the game. 1-0. Haven't conceded. Titans might be the greatest team of all time. Oh, Payne Haas with a great run here. 4th tackle. Oh, jeez, that's a brilliant run from Payne Haas. 5th tackle here with the Broncos and then 45 on the Roosters side of the field. Should change it to 1. I will do it if I have to. We'll do it. It says 0 for the Titans. I believe it says 2 for the Titans, actually, Andrew. Yes. I believe it says 2. Unos, dos. Uno, dos. Thank you for coming. Left-hand side, the Roosters might be away here. Nwanga Tawase gets the ball offloaded, and Crichton will be taken down to the 40. Good run there from Nwanga Tawase, though, and then a good offload at the right time. Should have been 6 again there for the Roosters, sorry. Nwanga Tawase still going from tackles, and he'll be taken down to the 30 for tackle. Andrew, for someone who likes counting to 39, I'm surprised you can't count 0. I'm surprised. You can't even count to 1. It's really disappointing. It's really disappointing for someone who knows the number 39 really well. So, fifth tackle here for the Roosters, and they kick this ball up here for Tedesco. Chases it through. I think that's knocked back for the Broncos and should be fine. I think that's knocked back for the Broncos and should be fine. Let me just open this back up. No, it didn't mean to do that. Get the game back up and then get the chat back up. I just regularly am switching it around just to make sure. Switching it to make sure that the stream's still going. 39 is a good number. Do you want another number 0? Yeah, no, 0 is a number. Amount of NRL premierships he's won. Just same as the Titans. Prove me wrong. Both the Eels and the Titans have both won 0 NRL premierships, Andrew. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. 11 minutes to go. Broncos will kick that ball over the sideline, and it's going to be Roosters coming out from their own 15. 66 is a great number, Skunkle. Very good number. Warriors fans, whilst being lovely, were not fans of a Titans fan being there on Saturday. And it says, no, I meant appearances. Well, I had to reply like I did just in case. Toilet cheese could be going to the bunnies. Yeah, I did see that. I'll see if it... Well, I will wait and see if it happens. It wouldn't surprise me, to be fair. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. That is a penalty for the Roosters. Don't forget, go check out BKRtravel and subscribe. We're over 1,000. We're, I think, nearly at 1,200 subscribers now at BKRtravel. Mitchell says, grand finals in the last 20 years are overrated anyway. I think grand finals are overrated, Mitchell, in general. There's not much to talk about if your team's good, but there's a lot to talk about if your team's not good. A lot to talk about if your team's not good. But if your team's great, not much to talk about. So I'd prefer to be a team not good. I'd prefer to finish 4th last 3 years in a row. That's a knock-on. That's a knock-on. That's a knock-on. That's a knock-on. Apparently not. Second tackle over the Roosters at the 20. I swear he knocked that on into the Broncos player, but must be. No, they have called it. Only took 30 years. Don't challenge that. You've knocked it on, Tedesco. You knocked it on. Don't challenge it. It only took them about 74 light years to challenge that call. Not challenge that call, to call that knock on. I called it live. This Broncos jersey looks like a retro Panthers jersey. Let me have a look. Looks nothing like a Panthers retro jersey. They're completely different colours, bro. Guys, it's a good evening, BKR. Hope you're safe. I'm in Hawaii, brother. I'm not back in Australia until 2026 at minimum, so no, I'm completely... Oh, yeah, that's a different brown call strike. That's a different brown. This is like a dark maroon. Like a dark brown maroon. That wasn't the same colour, shade brown. I get what you mean now, though, but there's very different shades. But yeah, no, John, I'm not in Southeast Queensland, man. I'm currently looking out over the beach of Waikiki in Honolulu. It looks like a retro Broncos jersey. It does look like a retro Broncos jersey, Tasmate. You're right. It's good to see the Broncos are wearing Broncos jerseys. How about that? Fit tackle now for the Broncos, the 18. Give it to Adam Reynolds. Reynolds kicks it over the top for himself. And Tedesco will get it. Arguably has come into contact with his chin, but it will be a drop out here from the Roosters. And it says, can you go for a swim? Hey, champion, I said I'm on a balcony. I'm about, I would say maybe 40 metres from the water. I'd say about 40 metres from the water. and I'm like 9 floors up. So, don't know about that. Don't know about that one, buddy. Logan Ball says, "G'day all, prayers to Sin City. Brizzy up there. Yeah, well, prayers up to him. Oh, that Roosters knock it back, and James Tedesco's going to get the ball. Good short drop out. Can I get that in feet? No, you can't, actually. No, you can't. Livingston said you put it on black. I put it on 28 black and 4 black, and I won once on 4 black. I won once on 4 black. So, you know, miracles do happen. Miracles do happen. Pool stream on BKR. Let's get it. Logan, I leave tomorrow, but BKRtravel will have all the travel content. That is awful from the Roosters. They've knocked the ball on. They've knocked the ball on. Eels paying a whopping $7 for the win on Sunday at the tab. They should be paying 74. Eels beating the Storm in round 1. The Storm have not lost a round 1 in about 7 million years. I put it on 45 to 1 and lost 45 to 1? What do you mean? Or 45 and 1. So what you are saying is we can sign up for swimming lessons. So what I'm saying is that you are a muppet. So Broncos now, they will go left, and it's Shibasaki first tackle, and they're, 30 metres out from the line first tackle. 6 minutes left now to the first half. Tackled in opposition 20, 17 times to the Broncos, 0 times to the Roosters. I will tell you, though, it does take confidence to sit where I'm sitting right now when there's all these hotel rooms right there who can easily just watch. There's a restaurant right there who could easily just watch. There's people having dinner about 20 metres away from, maybe 30 metres away from me in a restaurant just across there. I just have to really force my brain to not acknowledge anything that's happening around me right now. 4 tackle now, 10 metres away here in the line. And also, again, it's 11:41 p.m. at night. So 4 tackle. Paddy Carrigan, short ball. Xavier Willison lost the ball. Oh, they're going to call penalty. Don't know about that, but sure. Don't know about that, but sure. Hotel tour live stream. Don't think so. You have to check out BKRtravel, son. The money wheel. Fun fact for you, I've actually never played that money wheel. I usually just like blackjack or roulette, but I feel like roulette is just such a scam game, man. At least blackjack, you have like you have an idea of how to like ultimately have a better chance at winning. Technically, baccarat is the best odds of winning because it's pretty much 50-50. Yeah, I think it is 50-50. But I just find that game so boring. Someone says, "G'day, Blaze. How's Hawaii treating you?" Pretty good, man. I'm literally looking over the beach of Waikiki now. It's very dark, though, because it's midnight. So 4.5 to go the first half. The dump truck is taking it up today. Or talking it up today. I was reading that as the dump truck is taking it up today is a wild sentence. That is a wild sentence. So Reynolds they're actually taking the penalty too here. So Reynolds will kick it, and it's 20-4 to the Broncos with 4 minutes to go the first half. Got out of the Gold Coast just in time. Yeah, no, it did. But with that being said, like, you know, my family and friends are back there, so I hope they're all good. Cryptic says, Brisbane looks so good. Not going to lie, you can definitely see the experience of hunting around together. I wouldn't say they look so good. I would say the Roosters have looked awful. And I would say the Broncos have looked promising at times, but they've also looked pretty bad at times too. This is a very prime round 1 matchup right now where you have no idea how these two teams are going to be playing. You kind of have no idea long term. Besides the Roosters are pretty much, they're giving me a really good indication that the Roosters are going to be the team that I thought they would be this year, which is what most people have thought. Most people didn't have them bottom 4. I put them in bottom 4. I'm pretty happy with where I place them right now. But the Broncos have been 50-50. They've been good, but they've also been not good. So a prime round 1. And they'd be happy they play the Roosters. Like, of all teams, they're playing the Roosters who, for many years, have all struggled in the first part of the season. And secondly, sucked in the preseason. And thirdly, lost all their players across the off-season. So it's the prime time to play the Roosters. Sport Rage says, why would you take the 2? Makes no sense. With 4 minutes to go. They're up by 14. It doesn't make any sense. You're right, but kind of who cares? Like, you're up by 14, make it 16. Now, if you get another 2, you can make it 18. You know, there's a freebie try, effectively, after the missed kick. All right, so Tedesco brings it back here from the 10. 2.5 minutes to go to the first half. Sport Action says Roosters and Warriors are looking like the favourites to win the spoon. Yeah, I agree with you, Rooster Man. That's a knee-jerk reaction. I agree. There's no way you can look at round one and think, okay, game over. Again, and this is me defending against your opinion, when I've tipped the Warriors in 16th and I've tipped the Roosters in 14th. I had Roosters in 14th and Warriors in 16th. So based off of what you just said, I agree with you, but that's based off of my opinion of the teams outside of the games and all that type of jazz. You can't design or tell Roosters knock it back. That's actually 6 again for the Roosters. If they score here, Tedesco, taking out 5. 0 tackle, or first tackle. Should have been 0 tackle, but sure. Oh my god. Townsend. What the fuck was that? Townsend just kicked it on first tackle and it went backwards. He's lucky the Roosters still caught it. Dead set. Anyway, yeah, I agree with you, Rooster Man. Way too knee-jerk based off of, firstly, the first half of this game, and secondly, only one game for the Warriors. That reminded me of when Scott Prince went to the Broncos and kicked the ball backwards. Olivia, you remember that one. Broncos fans, you remember that? When he left the Titans and went to the Broncos and kicked the ball backwards. Townsend gives it to Tedesco. Tedesco kicks it through. This Roosters attack is making me sick. That's going to be a dropout, but no, it won't be because it'll be halftime. This Roosters attack is horrific. How is that not a 0 tackle, by the way? There's no way they're forcing them to kick. They've got 40 seconds. Will that be on his YouTube channel? They've forced him to drop this out. Oh my gosh. They actually found the sideline, the Broncos, so they would have actually got the ball back at the 35, but it's going to be halftime. It is going to be halftime. The score is 20-4 to the Brisbane Broncos. They have been deserving leaders so far. They've clearly been the better team of these two teams. The Roosters look like they have absolutely pitiful attack, and their defense is worse than I've seen for a long time. The Broncos, defensively, they got that try early. Wasn't good defense. They're going to come up against much better teams this year. The 1 through 7 defensively is not good, but attacking-wise, it can really just light you up. The Broncos actually arguably should be up 26-4 if Reece Walsh wasn't selfish and passed the ball and ran his line and passed it left or right. Instead, he ruined it. So I feel like this is a prime first half of a rugby league game, of the first game of the season. Don't read too heavily into it. Victor Radley also got injured, so not only are you missing Joey Manu, not only are you missing Suali'i, Warrior Hargraves, you're also missing Sam Walker, and now you're missing Victor Radley. No Brandon Smith. Like, your whole team's just gone at this point. This Roosters team, absolutely, based off of what I've just mentioned, I don't think they come last. I'm still happy with my 4th last prediction. I could still see them come higher, but this is not good science. This is really not good science. But the Broncos, I don't think I can't tell shit from this. I really can't. I can't tell shit from this one first half. They could win this game 50-4, and I still wouldn't be able to tell what's going on with them. I'd have to wait 5 and 7 rounds. But there you go, guys. Halftime. Bang, thumbs up. Bang, subscribe, and also go subscribe to BKRtravel because the Las Vegas vlogs will be coming out this Monday. And then Hawaii probably comes out next Wednesday. I'll probably put out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, next Thursday. So I'm probably going to put out about 5 videos from Vegas. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. So 5 videos from Vegas. And then I'll probably put out maybe 3 videos from Hawaii or 4 videos from Hawaii. And then you'll see Hong Kong. And then you'll see India. Candy says, El Walsh. Andy Backhouse says, Warriors have a new halves partnership. Kind of. And I think it will come around to be okay. They won't be getting this spoon with Roosters. they have Trent Robinson that hasn't got a spoon. Correct, but also you could make the argument, and this is a very controversial argument. Let me mute this for a second. This is a very controversial argument, but I will put it out there because it is an interesting one that I did see online, and it's like I can see merit to it. I disagree with it, but I can see merit to it. Is Trent Robinson overrated? Actually, I want to ask the Roosters fans here. Do you see merit to the... And I won't give you the reasons right this very second. I want you to think about it for yourself, and I want you to recognise what your true opinion is. Do you feel like there is merit to the conversation that Trent Robinson is overrated? It's a great question. Slapper says, Walsh was checking out his nails instead of passing the ball. That's the Reece Walsh way, son. That is the Reece Walsh way, Slapper. Dasmate says, surely I'm not the only one that thinks Jesse Arthurs is an 80s porn star in the off-season. He really is. It's really intriguing how he does get the old moustache getting out. He gets the moustache going. Andrew Backer says, how do you sub? What do you mean, how do you sub? Andrew, one, I know you're subscribed already, but also, two, you click on the link in the pinned comment, and when you click on that link, you go to BKRtravel, and you click on the big red subscribe. It's free. Wow. This is new. Crazy. Wow. Wow, Andrew. Crazy stuff. Nice. Noah says, I reckon the Cowboys come out the 8. I disagree. I don't think they're good enough. I think if you look at their team list, I think it's a lot different nowadays. I don't trust Todd Payton, and I think that their defense has not improved. I could see their attack staying pretty similar, for sure, which was very good last year, but I don't know if they've improved. So I could see them dropping. Someone says, like, I understand they signed Townsend to avoid a hole in their transition, but you would have thought the Roosters could have gotten something a little bit better. Who, though? Who are you going to get? Ghostbusters? Who are you going to call? Who is available right now? Could you have gone for Ben Hunt? Sure. But that's a quick fix as well. That's a super quick fix. You know, like, who are they going to go for? Suggest someone that they could have gone for. He's no Cameron Ciraldo. He's still got his reservations massively. Call Strike says, we haven't gotten better and haven't gotten worse for 5 years. I would say you've gotten worse. I don't think you've got better, but you haven't gotten worse. You have gotten worse for sure. Spacey Plays Games says, you prepare for the Cyclone, bro. I don't know if people watched that Titans video, when I mentioned that I'm not on the Gold Coast for the next year, lads. I'm currently in Hawaii, and I'm about to go to India for 3 months. I won't be in Australia for like a year, ladies and gentlemen. You got to watch the videos. Put the post notifications on, man. Put the post... No, I'm not having to go at you, by the way, Spacey. I'm just like... Because we get this question... We've been getting this comment a lot, which is awesome because it means people care, right? I appreciate that. But just a reminder for everybody, I am not in Australia, and I will not be in Australia for over a year. Angus Force says, I know it's a weaker Roosters side, but are you impressed with the Broncos? They've been 50-50, man. Like, the Broncos have had signs of brilliance, but they've also had signs of past demons, like Reece Walsh being selfish. I also thought that their defense was really lackluster against it. This is a really bad Roosters attacking team. You know, like, they've got no halves. Their hooker is, like, okay. Connor Watson, for me, is more of a 13. He's more of a ball-playing lock, in my personal opinion. You know, but this Roosters team is awful. Like, they genuinely are a bottom four candidate, sorry. So, no, I wouldn't go as far to say I'm impressed. I would need to see 5 to 7 rounds before I can be impressed with the Broncos. I still think that there has been a lot of faults in this game today. There has been, but they are going up against a team that is making them absolutely look good. And it's not like they're doing anything bad overall to be up 20-4. Like, they're still deserving of the lead by a long way. But it's still the very early kind of parts of you know, turn the cogs. Broncos fans are going to circle jerk themselves for years about this performance. But from an honest perspective, from my opinion, it's half time of round 1. And they're playing a Roosters team that is absolutely pitiful right now. Absolutely pitiful. So, still early, man. Still early. He's so prepared for the cyclone. He went to Hawaii. Yeah, he's correct. Actually, I'm going to go grab a bottle of water. I'll be back in a second here, guys. I'm going to go grab a bottle of water. Like I said, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Can I mute this? Hold on. I'm just going to quickly run inside and grab a bottle of water. That'll be good for the rest of the game. There's still like 5 minutes to go until the second half, or probably even like 10 minutes. So give me 1 second. Keep talking in the chat. I'll be back in a moment. Oh, geez, there must be a big plane taking off. Can you hear that? Oh, it's gone down now. Anyway, let's put this chat back on. Oh, Jay's an idiot. He really is. Jay's an idiot. This water is actually so nice, by the way. I don't know what it is. Not sponsored, but it's hard to open. It's the hotel water they give you. Hold on. I think Blaze isn't wearing pants. You think I'm not wearing pants on a balcony in front of a whole bloody apartment block, like a hotel block? To be fair, it is midnight. Not many people are awake right now. Here, anyway. The party district is about 5 minutes from here. Ben, I'm not in Vegas, man. I'm in Hawaii. I was in Vegas last Thursday until Monday. Jay, Crypty says, Jay, bro, you need a new profile pic. Come on, mate. Daz changed it. Why does Jay need a new profile pic? Google 1952 UFOs over the White House. Seek help, mate. Seek help. But I'm going to Google that after this stream. Pacey was pretty good in the first half, in my opinion. No, I thought the Broncos were, like, again, don't get me wrong, man. The Broncos were good. Like, the Broncos were a much better team. Like, there's no doubting that. I'm just saying, I know Broncos fans want to feel validated that their team is going to be incredible this year. I'm not going to tell you that any team is going to be incredible this year until I've seen 5 to 7 rounds in. This is good signs for sure, but they're going up against a really poor outfit Roosters. Like, it is really poor. This Roosters team today has been extremely poor. So you do need to take that into account, and most Broncos fans are going to want people to validate their opinion that the Broncos were incredible. And it's like, there's still things that we need to see. Says Cryptic, who has no pick. That's a great point. Cryptic is telling you to change your pick, and he doesn't even have a pick. Joshua Price, do you know about the Cyclones coming Saturday morning? I do. I've said multiple times, God bless everybody who is in South East Queensland. But I've been through multiple cyclones, Category 4s, Category 5. Those are rough. Category 4 and 5 is rough. But Category 2s are strong, but nothing too crazy. But it's just the Gold Coast and Brisbane haven't gone through that in like 40 years, 70 years kind of deal. So that's why people are freaking out, because they haven't been through it before. And it's understandable, right? It's understandable. But it's not as bad as you think. The media will make it out to be. The what is bad, if you go out in that water, and this is from someone who was a surf life saver when he was young, like I grew up being a surf life saver at Currawong and whatnot, you go out in that water, you will die. Like, dead set, you're an idiot. Straight up. If you go out and surf, not surf, yeah, if you surf and you are not one of the best surfers alive, you may die. Like, you genuinely, like, that's because there's no surf life savers there to save you. Those waters are rough, man. I've seen the waters; they're rough. And for the idiot who was walking their dog along the beach when like the sandbanks have gone bang, and the water is rushing up, like, dead set, that person does not deserve to have an animal. Like, some people are just so stupid, man. Truly. Cryptic says, Mandem said you may die in the most blunt way. What do you want me to say? You're going out for a swim in those waters? Brother. What do you want me to say? Can we say, oh no, it's a walk in park? Like, people are stupid, bro. Like, if you want to go look at the waves, which I would have done if I was on the Gold Coast, don't go on the sand. You know what I'm saying? Stand away from it, man. Like, it's not. It's not just taking the piss. It's like when we had a tsunami warning like 10, 15 years ago on the Gold Coast and everyone rushed to the beach to watch it. Idiots, bro. Idiots, bro. Idiots. You got a tsunami warning and these people walked to the beach to watch it. God's sake, it didn't happen though. Jack Kirkland with the $3 donation. Appreciate you, brother. Says glad to be seeing you well, Blaze. No, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, no, we're taking a different journey this year, seeing the real ones, seeing the fake ones, and just doing what we're doing, bro. Like it's an amazing journey we're about to go on, and I'm about to go into a wild time in India, man. Like that's going to be that's going to go crazy, man. So but we're going to be streaming all the games just in different cities every week, pretty much. But no, I'm well, bro. I'm having fun. Bracken Mills says, yeah, that was stupid. Dasmate says, how does that affect John Cena's heel turn, Jaden? Hey, I don't even watch WWE, and that was cool to watch. Brett Nessie says, how's MAGA Country Blaze? I love it, man. You guys know me. I love America, right? Like, I want to live in Chicago. I wasn't able to get up to Chicago this time around, but I want to live in Chicago. I love Chicago. Someone says, that dog needs a new owner. Have you seen the video I'm talking about, Slapper? Actually, have people in the chat seen the video I'm talking about, referring to? Like, dead set. That person who has that dog, dude, like, I wish they got swept away and the dog survived. Like, you're an idiot. Leave the dogs at home, man. If you want to go risk your life, man. I don't care. That's your choice. Like, I don't want you to do that, but if you do that, that's your choice. But to take your dog and walk it on the sand right next to the bank, which is the erosion, and be surprised that the water is like taking you out, dead set. Like, people are just stupid, man, truly. Thundermax says, now the Broncos have a better coach. He'll make sure the boys give 100%. Sure, but it's round one. That's first half. I agree Michael Maguire is a better coach, but also there's a difference between New South Wales, New Zealand, and the NRL. We saw at the Tigers level. The Broncos should be better this year. Relies heavily upon injuries, but the Broncos should be better this year. With that being said, let's see how it pans out. Both these two teams have run out into the field. Ready to rock and roll over the second half. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. 20-4 to the Broncos. And here we go. Broncos will start with the ball. Coming out of their own end goal. Brings it out to the 15. And don't forget, I will not be streaming tomorrow night's games because I will be on a flight back to Fiji. But I will actually stopping over in Samoa as well on the way. But I will stream Saturday and I will stream Sunday. So outside tomorrow, we'll stream the rest of the games. And then next week, even though I'll be in India, I'll be streaming every single game. Bracken Mill says, my dog is 62 kilos. Imagine if he were in that area at the same time. Honestly, ridiculous. Jack Kirkland says you should go to San Fran. Been to San Fran? There's a vlog on the channel when I was at a San Francisco Giants baseball game. But I actually passed through San Fran. So from Vegas, you can't go direct Vegas to Hawaii. So we went Vegas to San Fran and then San Fran to Honolulu. Knock on Broncos. Reece Walsh will knock the ball on. Yeah, man. He just needs to have a much better year this year, man. Truly. Hand does touch it there from Crichton, but it's not his fault. It's just a loose carry. Angus Force, it's going to be weird not watching your Titans vlogs every Monday this year. Coming from a Bronx fan, the only two vlogs I didn't watch last year, by the way. Oh, man. That's funny. But yeah, no, it's gonna be weird not being there, to be fair. But we're gonna live our life, man. Got a good offload there from Nwanga Nitawase, but Daniel Tupou taking out the 45. I've dedicated my life to that team for 15 years, man. A lot of the fans appreciated that. A lot of others didn't. I just gotta enjoy life while I can, man. You're only young once. If you're 15 or 20 years old, you probably think that me being 30 years old is me with a walking stick. But, mate, life's just starting at 30. Like, truly. You'll understand that when you get to 30. And then if you're like in your 40s and 50s, you probably think of me as a baby still. So 4th tackle here for the Roosters. They'll flick this ball out the back to Townsend, and then that's a good strong run there from the number 15. Who is the number 15 for the Roosters? Number 15 is Siwa Wong. It was a strong run. Here we go, chance. They've got numbers. Try. Pass the ball, dude. Crichton, bro, has just thrown away a guaranteed try. They had like a 3-on-1 nearly on that side. How have you not passed that? What am I going to do in Fiji? I'm only there for 2 days, man. Just coming back with mum, effectively dropping her off, and then leaving on Monday for Hong Kong. Should also go to Vermont. Thank you, Mitchell. Vermont is nearly the opposite side of the world to where I am. Vermont is, for people who don't know, northwest of New York, which is on the east coast of America. I am not only not on the west coast, but I am in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So thank you for your suggestion, Mitchell. But suggesting that I go to Vermont is like suggesting that I go to Perth from where I am. So fourth tackle now for the Broncos against ball here to the 35. Crip says too early, Jack. He said Ben Hunt could be the signing of the year. Oh no, who said this? Who said this? From what I can see, I'm guessing we can see a bottom 8 Roosters. I'm looking at a bottom 4 Roosters right now. Adam Rell, oh, that's a nice try. If it works out, it does. Had to rely heavily on the bounce just then, but that will work out for the Broncos, and we'll be 24 to 4 with a kid to come. These blokes playing soccer to score. They had to rely heavily on the bounce, but it does work out, and you like a little bit of magic there. But this Roosters team is awful. Awful. Like, this Roosters team has been awful. NRL fan Kalaponga says, I'm going to be honest with you, man. The last time I watched you, man, I was 10 years old. Now I'm 15. It's great to be watching your live streams again. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. I'm a very different person to what I was 5 years ago, to be fair. But I appreciate it. A 10-year-old watching me. Jeez. I woke you up to life early, didn't I? I woke you up to life, didn't I? But I appreciate you for tuning in, brother. Lagan Ballsack says, Blaze, you are old, mate. Just accept it and kick out a walking stick. Mate, I'll get my walking stick and I'll whack you across the forehead with it. How about that? Jesse Hampson, who's a Roosters fan, says, what a game by the Chooks. It gives me great hope for their 2025 run. It's going to be a generational run, mate. I don't think it's going to be a good run, but it'll be a generational run of some sort. Might be running backwards, but it will be running. So you'll take that. Jake Miller, welcome, brother. Appreciate you for joining up as a member, my guy. Thank you very much. TH says, I'm thinking you're grooming him. I think you need help. I think someone needs to check your hard drives. Biggest Huggers fan says, just wondering, where do you think Dragons will place? I've literally got a whole video explaining my 1 through 17, man. Trust me, you want to watch it. So just check the channel out, man. You got to have your post notifications on, guys. I post all the time, except for the last 10 days. But there's a whole video of me going through my 1 through 17, man. Congrats on hitting puberty. Oh, you're talking to old mate. Jeez. Anyway, thank you, Jake. Jake Miller, you joining up as a member, has come in the middle of old mate talking about grooming and someone else talking about hitting. Like Jed said, this chat's off its rocker. 5 years ago, Blaze was 5 years younger. That is correct, Andrew. Thank you. That's Parramatta education right there. Well done. Thank you for letting us know that really intriguing fact. I remember in the 2021 final stream, Roosters vs Titans, he was so calm. Was I? I'm pretty certain No, that hurt. Nah, I remember that. I bawled my eyes out after that game. After that stream finished, I bawled my eyes out. Actually, Adam, I don't know if Adam, my boy, Adam Dedman, is watching. Actually, I think I called him or sent him a voice message. That was rough, man. That was rough. So they kicked that ball away here, the Broncos. That might be a penalty here. This might be a penalty for a late hit. And, oh my gosh. They've lost the ball. It's gone back dead. So it's going to be a dropout here from the Roosters to the Broncos. Mitchell said, thanks for letting us know the real Kalaponga. That is the real Kalaponga. Libby says, so happy for Cubbo. He seems so much more confident and happier. I haven't really noticed Cubbo a great deal tonight. Angus Crichton there, that's absolutely a penalty, though. I don't know why that wasn't called a penalty. That's not a bin, but it's a penalty. Oh, wait, you're not telling me they're going to call us a bin. There's no way this is a sin bin. It's on report. Okay, no, fair call. No, good call. Good call by the referee there. On report, and the penalty is fine. Where the ball bounced. Correct call. Correct call. If you had binned him, I would have turned this laptop down and thrown it over the balcony. Jesse says, look, I knew going into this season we have been absolutely demolished across the board. It's a shame, but we can't have our sombrero cap forever. You've still got a bucket load of money. Ooh, I've got to refresh this stream. Technical issue. I will have watched NRL.com like over the weekend, but I just haven't organised it by now. But the internet here is actually really good. But yeah, look, I'm not going to lie, Jesse. Not many fans are going to be super sympathetic. Not going to be super sympathetic to your situation. Third tackle over the Broncos, 10 metres out, kick it through. Nice play. It's going to be a try. This is going to be a try time. Like, it's nice from the Broncos, but the Roosters, they are diabolical right now. Diabolical right now. So 30-4 to the Bronx with 32 minutes to go of the game. Much better team. Like you can tell if this is how the Roosters are going to play this season. Shit, would you put it past the Spoon? Would you? Don't know if you can. That's says, I remember a 2025 Roosters vs Broncos stream when Biggest Dragon fan got timed out. Oh no, what did he do? What did Biggest Dragon fan do? I can't even see. Oh, I remember the 2021 final. Oh, okay. Hey, listen, we don't refer to that game ever on the channel. How many times have you said that you'll post every day for BKRtravel? I'm still waiting. Andrew, I'm telling you for a minute. Bro, look at my BK. Shut your mouth. For the love of God, shut your mouth. Hey, and by the way, I have been posting on BKRtravel with my music videos, but I'm currently literally in the middle of filming content for BKRtravel, you ungrateful mother bitch. You ungrateful mother bitch. I'm currently in the middle of filming BKRtravel content so I can be 2 to 3 weeks ahead so that I can always be ahead of time because I'm doing sport live streams and travel content. So why don't you just shut up and just wait, alright? I literally posted on BKRtravel Instagram before about this. Oh my gosh. Dad's mate, he's living under a rock, that bloke. He really is. Eels fans, mate. Eels fans. So Adam Reynolds here going for the conversion. He will get this. Blah, blah, blah. So it's always nice to watch Roosters get pumped regardless of their squad. Fair enough. Jesse Hampson says, I think we can avoid the Spoon, but if that's what we're reaching for, we're in trouble. Well, I didn't have you for the Spoon, Jesse, and I still don't think you get the Spoon. I think I still need to see how the Tigers play first, and I want to see how the Knights play, and we've seen how the Warriors play, but I want to see a good 5 or 7 rounds from them. I don't. The Warriors have never won the Spoon before, but they're a shout. I don't think it happens though. I have them for 16th. I had the Tigers for 17th. Boo-hoo the Tigers fans who complained that I hate the Tigers when I have absolutely no animosity for the Tigers. I actually like your fan base. I had third last was the Dolphins, did I? And then fourth last was the Roosters. Is that who I had? I think it was. I think that's who it was. Mitchell says, I'm going to enjoy every Roosters game this year if this is how they go. I'm just waiting for Brendan Westling's first. The referees are bullshit comment of the year. Brendan Westling is probably about 50 minutes late to blaming the referees. And we've got, we've been watching for 50 minutes. Broncos spread out to the right side. Adam Reynolds gives it out to Reece Walsh. Offloads it. Jordan Ricky's away. Should be another try. No, actually it's not. Good cover at the back, but terrible defense by the Roosters. 4 tackle now for the Broncos. 30 minutes to go at the game, guys. Thumbs up and subscribe. They spread out to the left-hand side and cut it back. Now there'll be 15 metres out. Paddy Carrigan, fit tackle. No, he gets the offload away. 4 tackle. Corey Pakes. Short ball. Willison, 3 metres out. Fit tackle. They'll score, surely. Oh, well, that was just dumb from Pakes. That was just dumb from Pakes. It was never the play. Roosters will hang on, and Roosters will get the ball at the 5. I lost my membership on sad times. Hey, listen, goes a long way. If you guys are members, goes a long way. Only $5 for a month. Appreciate it. By the way, guys, we will be having NRL tips return every week from Monday. Well, it depends. I want you guys to tell me right now, would you rather watch the Vegas vlog on Monday, or would you rather NRL tips for next week? Comment it now in the chat. Would you rather the vlog from when I was in Vegas for the NRL, or would you rather the tips? Sebastian Albert says, how's it, brothers? Going all right, man. Going all right. Got a beautiful view of Waikiki Beach here. Watching some rugby league. Too bad it's a blowout, but rugby league's back. 6 again for the Roosters, 25 minutes out. Can't become a member on phone. You lying mother bitch, Brendan. Jab 4 says Tanner Boyd. What about him? Also, Tanah, brother. Tanah. Tanner. Nah, bro, I'm a passionate fan that actually supports my team. I'll dry those tears and pick up fantasy. Roosters are challenging a knock on here. Nah, I see you, Brenton. You're in like channel. You just use and abuse. I see you. You know? I see you. You know? Thought we were cool, man. That's going to be a knock on there. That was an awful challenge. What's your opinion if the Smith to Rabbitohs deal goes through? What do you mean, what's my opinion? Like, are you asking whether I think that's a good signing, or are you trying to suggest that it's not a good thing that Brandon Smith is going from the Roosters to the Rabbitohs because of the rivalry? If it's the second option, then who cares? Because the Roosters, it never worked out with him at the Roosters, which is what I actually told you guys before he signed there. I said I didn't agree with it. Everyone was saying, no, he's going to be the greatest thing for the Roosters, blah, blah, blah. I've always thought Brandon Smith is a tad overrated. I thought he was good as a kind of interchangeable option with Harry Grant at the Storm. I never saw it working out at the Roosters, and I was proven right long term. I got insulted quite a lot for that opinion as well at the early stages. When you put yourself out there publicly on YouTube and in content, man, like, any opinion you have will get roasted by somebody. And a lot of the time, not a lot of the time, I'd say a good portion of the time, it's beautiful to prove them wrong. With that being said, like, I don't want Brandon Smith not to work out of the Roosters. I just didn't think it was going to work out of the Roosters. People take it also very personally, which is what I've done for a long time. I always took it personally with the Titans, you know. But someone made a good comment saying, I don't know why people hate you. You know, you're a Titans fan. The whole point is to be biased towards the team. I agree. I always said, a lot of the people who hate what I did for the Titans actually ultimately would have loved if I was doing it for their team. Ultimately. Someone says, nah, talking about the fit at the Rabbitohs. I don't think he fits many teams, dude. I really don't. I really don't think he fits many teams. Second tackle now at the 25. Doesn't fit the Titans. Doesn't fit the Broncos. Doesn't fit the Cowboys. Could fit the Dolphins, maybe. Warriors, I don't think that changes much from Wade Egan. Roosters now, fourth tackle, get the ball away. Daniel Tupou kicks the ball back on the inside. Chance with the bounce. We'll go to the Broncos, Ben Hunt, and he'll bring it out to the 5. Does he work at the Knights? Yeah. Yeah, I could see the Knights working. I think the only benefit to the Rabbitohs is that they have no real hooker right now besides Peter Mumble-Zellis. So it's kind of like a bit of a desperation plea for an experienced hooker. But outside of that, like, I don't necessarily think he translates into it. But Wayne Mount's a good coach. He'd get it out of him. Fit tackle for the Broncos now. They'll be at the 35. As you can see, we're not commentating the game purely anymore because it's game over. We're just waiting for 26 minutes to go up to see how much the Broncos win by. Sharks? No. No way. That'd kill them. Panthers? No. Oh, Broncos are away again. And that was the dumb. Wow, it actually worked out. Ben Hunt at the 35 gives it off. At the 25, 20, Jesse Arthurs. Oh, this is actually... That's a good try. That's an amazing try, that. Ben Hunt will actually score a try in his debut. That's actually a really nice try. I don't know how that happened just then, but okay, starters, number one, Roosters are horrific. Secondly, that was a nice try from the Broncos, really clean. Thirdly, Roosters are horrific. Watch this. Reynolds to the right. They've got 3-on-2 down that right-hand side for the Bronx. 3-on-2. Like, the defense is woeful from the Roosters. They throw the ball up. It gets tipped back. Billy Walters then flicks it off here to Adam Reynolds. They've got 2-on-0 out here, for fuck's sake. Like, 2-on-0 for the Bronx. Like, unreal. And then, mate, this Roosters team's going to get pieced apart by teams this year. Roosters fans, honestly, put a seatbelt on because you're in for a tough year. If this is your defense, you're in for a rough year. You are in for a rough year. You are in for a rough year. You may have 50 put past you tonight in round one. I think you will have 50 put past you in round one tonight. Even if they don't get the kick, it's 14 points. There's 25 minutes left of this game. Someone says, honestly, wouldn't mind it Manly. I didn't get there yet, but let me think. Yeah, I could see it potentially. I don't think it's... I think Knights makes more sense, but Manly... Maybe. I don't think that's a... Yeah, I don't think that's a bad shout. Need more strike power to the middle of the pitch, and it gives us that dynamic. Sure. Yeah, I could see that. I think he would fit at the Eels. Actually, you know what? I think he would suit the Eels better than the Knights. I think if I was looking at Brandon Smith's best places he would fit, I would look at the Eels. I would look at the Knights too, and then I would look at Manly third. That's what I've come to terms with throughout all of it. So, yeah, that's what I would look at. But then again, the Dragons love getting kind of players to... No, I'm not going to insult the Dragons. I'm not going to do that. Billy Walters set that all up. Future immortal in the making. Mitchell, you need help. Crippy says try of the year. Oh, for God's sake, we're in round one, man. We've got people saying try of the year. Mate, it's literally round one, game 3. We have 27 rounds of rugby league, dude, and you're telling me try of the year in the second half of game 3 of round 1. Oh, Cryptic, come on, man. Come on, Cryptic. Oh, a friend of mine's in Fiji. Oh, there you go. Man, it's not even confirmed try of the round. I would say it's so far been... Okay, it's so far been the try of the season, but so far is the key words there. And Sebastian Albert says, can the Panthers do a 5-peat, though, as a Waz? That would be legendary. Bronx are away again. Oh, you're going to get slaughtered, Roosters. That's an easy try for Reece Walsh. Oh, gosh, Roosters, turn the TV off, man. Turn the TV off. You're about to have 50 put past you. You're about to have 50 put past you, man. This might be the worst Roosters team I've seen in many, many, many years. Look at that. Look at the defense from Dom Young. He's not even on his wing. And you know why? Because the centre on the inside of him, is it Robert Toyer? Is Robert Toyer the centre on the inside of him? I think it's Robert Toyer. Yeah, it is. Dominic Young and Robert Toyer. Robert Toyer is closer to Mahatma Gandhi in the north of India than to being in the position that he's meant to be in. Unreal. Like, the Broncos have been... Since the 10-15 minute mark, the Broncos have been really clean. But this Roosters team is giving absolutely guaranteed vibes for bottom 4. Trent Lera fan clubs to Shibasaki actually the goods. Not really. Like, he was at fault for the first try for the Roosters, the only try for the Roosters. But like, I don't think it's bad. I just think that I'm not like who's the Broncos schedule? Who do the Broncos have after this? I have absolutely no idea who the Broncos schedule is. So you play the Raiders next week. Good game, Canberra. If Canberra play like they did against the Wires, they look good that day. And when you're at the game, like you can see their spacing, and the spacing at the game. Geez, someone's having a good time. You can see their spacing at the game from behind the post, and I actually don't mind Canberra this year. Canberra actually looks really solid. Then the Cowboys. This is not a hard schedule to start. Wow. Roosters away, Raiders away, Cowboys at home, Dolphins at home, away, but at home. Tigers at home, Roosters again at home, and then the Warriors away. And then it's not until the Bulldogs in round 8, debatably too, guaranteed round 9 against the Panthers. But it's not until debatably round 8, guaranteed round 9, that the Broncos actually face a team that is extremely difficult in my opinion. All right, so Roosters now. They flick this ball at the back here. James Tedesco. They got the short kick off, by the way. Yes, someone says, yeah, no, Chad Townsend doesn't even have a grass stain in his jersey. Chad's not been good, man, that's for sure. So 6 again here for the Roosters. Jeez, blowout galore so far in round 1. Do you think Trent Robinson could be sacked this year if they do badly? Sacked? No. Next year, yeah. This year, no. Roosters try. Awful defence for the Broncos. But it was also a nice try from Sandon Smith, who just cuts through the line really smoothly. 40-8 here with the kid to come. The game's over, man. The game is over, but it's not a bad try. Defensively, it really looked like the Broncos were a bit short of a step there. They were a bit slow there. So 40-8 with the kid to come. Chat Lewis says, if you just tuned in, you would think the Roosters had 2 red cards. No, I think most people are on the same wavelength that the Roosters are going to be pretty poor this year. I've seen some people have them for the spoon. I've seen some people have them for around the 8. I've not seen anybody put them in the top 6. I think the highest I've seen someone put them is like 8th or 7th. I had them in 17th, 16th, 15th, 14th. It's just bottom 4, 4th last. Assuming the Titans don't come there again for the 4th year in a row. But I'm pretty happy with my positioning. I still think there'll be worse teams than the Roosters this year, but this is a bad start. 20 minutes to go of the game here, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget, go subscribe to BKRtravel. Don't listen to Andrew Backhouse, he's a muppet. How do you miss that kick? And I need to remind you guys, every time I say that, subscribe and like, whatever. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I'll be on a plane tomorrow. But I will be streaming both games on Saturday and the game on Sunday. And that Storm Eels game could be like this. It really could be a scoreline like this. I think, is it Bulldogs Dragons on Saturday? Who are the Bulldogs? I think it's Bulldogs Dragons, isn't it? Yeah, Dragons Bulldogs at Jubilee, and then Manly Cowboys. Oh. I think Bulldogs Dragons has the makings of a decent game. Manly Cowboys could be a shit fest. Storm Eels could be a blowout of epic proportions. So put your feet up and chuck your seatbelt on for a tough watch. And I say put the seatbelt on and lock it so that you can't get up. You're forced to watch it with me. Jack Lewis says, their team is terrible on paper this season. I can't see them making top 6 at all. No one is saying that, though. Nobody is saying that. That is poor commitment to us. I want to stream tomorrow. I will literally be 20,000 feet in the sky. Titans finished by the Roosters this season? If so, has it ever happened? Yes. We came 3rd in 2010. Well, no, we came 4th in 2010, 3rd in 2009. So, yes. Hey, it's never Roosters could pull a 2023 Grand Final Panthers performance. Never over. Bro, it's a 32-point game. The Panthers didn't come back on 32 points. They came back on 14. That's over double. That's double and a half. Roosters, knock on there from the Bronx. And then the Roosters here. Robert Toya at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5. And Oh, it'll be held up over the line. Yes, Titans third, 2009. Roosters won the spoon in 2009. Did they win the spoon in 2009? Jeez. Also, we would have finished higher than them in 2016. Yeah, we did, because they came like second last or last, and we came eighth. I don't even know why we're looking at this, son. Why are we looking at this? There's very clearly no try. It's held up. Whatever. I don't even know why we need to look at this. I will say to you guys, though, if you've been to Honolulu, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't been here and you see pictures of Waikiki Beach, the pictures don't do it justice. It is honestly, the sand is like a massage. Dead set. You don't understand it until you've been here. It's like that corally sand. It doesn't hurt. Like, it's beautiful. And the waters are just picturesque. It's incredible. What's that Sheila laughing about? Are you talking about the one here? I don't know, mate. They're having a good time somewhere. If you're talking about the one that you keep hearing here, I don't know, but there's someone around. And then we got this dad's mate bloke saying with a happy ending. There is this chick just laughing. I don't know where, but she's somewhere just down on the beach side down here. Oh, I just had something on my face. Roosters right side. Chad Townsend gives off into Tedesco. Tedesco taking out the 10. Yeah, the one you might. Yeah, I don't know. Some chick. There's a restaurant there. There's hotel rooms all over there. And then the beaches over there. It's coming from like a... Oh, I can see. They're about 30 meters across from me. It's hard to explain, obviously, but they're like 30 meters across from me. They're laughing at the Roosters. Penalty to the Roosters on fit tackle. Heading to Hawaii right after HSC exams. Can't wait for it. Logan Borsags, trust me, you're going to want to watch the BKRtravel vlogs that come out next week, because I've got some beautiful shots of where you're going to be staying. Waikiki is expensive, though, so get your wallet prepared, man. All right, Roosters, Mark Nwangane Tawase, 5 meters away here from the line, 17 minutes to go of the game. Oh, bit of a biffo, maybe. Broncos, you better not cock tease us with this fitty bomb. You better not do it. You're on 40 with 17 minutes to go. You have to hit the fitty bomb. Thundermax, is Cobbo still stopping balls? Come on, bro. Cobbo is statistically... I don't know if he still is, but last year or the year beforehand, he was the most error-riddled of it's an easy try. Oh, good defense by Ben Hunt in the end. Made up for some poor defense in the first try for the Roosters. I can't remember what I was saying just then. Oh, Townsend just got slapped. That's going to be 6 again here for the Roosters, and it's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty. Payne Haas offside, and Roosters knocked the ball on, so they've caught the penalty. Surprising. Didn't happen when it was in Canberra, when the Titans played them. Tesh, should be careful, bro. They might think you are Mexican and you be deported to Mexico. What? What are you What? When did me look... who's thinking I'm Mexican? Did I... What? I never... What? What just happened? Why am I now being mistaken for being Mexican? Oh, the Broncos are away. Oh, that's a bad mistake. Broncos at 30. Broncos need to fix the defense and the centers. Correct. Yeah, I agree. I just don't understand why I've been called a Mexican here. Why have I just randomly been called a Mexican? And also, I'm in Hawaii. Like, I'm not in LA. I went through LA to get to Vegas, but like, I'm not in LA. All right, second tackle. Now the Broncos on third with the halfway, 15 minutes. Daniel Ricciardo is... Oh, not this Ricciardo shit again. For anyone who doesn't know and isn't an avid watcher of this channel, I get called Daniel Ricciardo all the time, man. Sean Hewitt says, I hope you had fun in Vegas. It would have been magnificent to be there. Mate, it was awesome. I tell you guys, if you ever get the chance to go to a Vegas rugby league, that's a penalty. He's pushing the back. Referee. He's missed that, but it should have been a penalty, Roosters. So dropout coming up for the Bronx. I tell you guys, if you don't listen to all these people with a superbly unqualified opinion on Vegas, if you have not been to Vegas before, you have no idea what you're talking about. Everyone is just such a hater, bro. Like, they really are, man. Just such killjoys. No one can enjoy life anymore. It's like you get people commenting saying, "Oh, Vegas is such a fail, and Vegas this and Vegas that. It's all negative, negative bullshit." Hey, well, listen. When I was sitting there and I was in the Sharks Bay, and we were watching the women's game finished. There was this big American guy who he ended up following me as well on BK Sport. There was this big American dude, and he was getting passionately behind the Panthers. And I opened up a conversation with him, and I said, "Hey, bro, like, you a fan of the game, or is this your first time?" And he told me it was his first time. You'll see him on the vlog if I end up putting it out. But he was saying basically this is his first time. This should be a try Broncos. This should be try no foot over the sideline. Foot over the sideline. Oh, Touchy, you're off your rocker. Touchy, you're off your rocker. Touchy, you're off your rocker. Everyone could have seen just then. Anyway, Broncos knock it back, flick it across. Should be tried. Dom Young defensively pathetic. That was pathetic from Dom Young. 44-8 here with the kit to come. Dom Young, that was awful defensively. Awful defensively. 44-8, 13 minutes left here with the kit to come. Anyway, so this American guy, he said, that was his first time watching. And I said, "Oh, that's awesome, man. Like, it's good to see." Look at his feet. Dude, his foot went over the side. Bro. His foot's on the line. Why is Dom Young coming in here? Dom Young. Like, the commentary says great ball from Billy Walters. Look at Dom Young, man, and you'll understand why that's a try. Look at Dom Young, and you will understand why that is a try. His foot touches it 5 times. I agree, Andrew. Anyway, so going back to the American story, and I said, like, "Are you enjoying it though? Like, I know it's your first time, but are you enjoying it?" He's like, "Yeah, no, it's good, man. No, it's definitely different." And I was like, "Yeah, no, like, I've watched all American sports too. I know how different it is, but it's good to see you enjoying it." And he was, again, forgive him because when you're an international, you're more than likely going to jump on a team that's successful. He was going for the Panthers. And yeah, he was getting amongst it, man. And it was his first time. He ended up subscribing to the channel, so he might even be watching it now for all I know. And his name was actually Titan. His name was actually Titan. And I was like, "No way." I said, "Are you taking the piss? Like, there's no way." And he's like, "No, Titan." Followed me on Instagram, and his name was actually Titan. So I said, "Mate, you got to be a Titans fan. Screw the Panthers." But anyway, long story short, I've been there. People who've been there know there are Americans who turn up. There was a whole row of Sharks fans who were Americans who have never been to a rugby league game before. There's a whole row of them in front of me. They wouldn't shut up. But I love it. Keep talking. Have fun. It's just a bit of a novelty for us, but I'm grateful seeing all the Americans there. I was happy to see the American dude passionately support the Panthers. I don't care that he's a bandwagoner. Because at the end of the day, it is growing the game. I don't care about the intentions and whatnot. At the end of the day, there was a gigantic increase in viewership for the Vegas games from last year, and that's from American viewership. So, like, who's sitting there, and circle jerking themselves saying that Vegas is a failed venture? Like, you're just looking to hate it, bro. Truly, people are just looking to hate it. It's really sad. Brent says, "Did you go to any fancy clubs in Vegas?" Roosters knock it back, and Broncos knock it. No, they caught the ball in the end. So I was with my mum, right? So I couldn't really go partying and clubbing and whatnot, man. I couldn't really go, but next time I go, I will definitely be going out for some fun. I know a few people in the area now as well, so I couldn't really go out and whatnot. But I'll go out next year. I'm pretty certain the Titans are there in 2027, but I'll probably go next year anyway. Did they have the weight sensors in the minibars? Yeah, they did, Jay. Yeah. I was going to say Dom Young is a cone, but maybe he's also... Okay, not reading the rest of that comment out. I reckon America has the potential to have its own comp one day, so they're aiming for 2040. Shut up, Adam. I'm not dealing with you at the moment. I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with your stupidity at the moment. Um, I reckon that's right. Yeah, so 2040 is when they're planning to have an American rugby league team. A rugby league, sorry. Sean Hewitt says, how do you believe you should go next year? What? How do I believe I should go next year? What do you mean? Oh, who do I believe should go next year? I would say Bulldogs. I would say Tigers. It depends on how teams go this year, to be fair. Broncos with the ball, second tackle, 20 out. Shut up, Adam, man. I'm not reading your comment. Shut up, man. Just for context, guys, Adam Dedman shot me a stupid message on Instagram today telling me, I can't even recall, but it was a ridiculous betting opportunity. It was like a car salesman trying to sell me on his car, but it was a gambling bet. This is a fitty bomb. They've just got the try. I can't do the dance, guys. I can't do the fitty bomb dance because I'm currently on a balcony right now, and it's literally 12:40 a.m. So I cannot do the dance. But it's a fitty bomb. If you're a member, it's only $5 for the month. If you're a member, you can drop the fitty bomb now because it is 50 to 8 with the kit to come. There you go, Daz, mate, with the fitty bomb. Do the Trump dance. Wait, how does he do it? Is it like this? No. Hold on. I'm going to get it out so I can see it. He does like this, doesn't he? Hold on. Trump dance YouTube. I'm going to do it. I'm in America. Oh, wait, it's like this, isn't it? Something like that. I'm going to watch it. Yeah, that's the one. It's like, hey, if you think dodgy on that, you can actually turn that into a pretty dodgy dance. 9 minutes to go, you guys. 9 minutes to go. To the Chelsea Daggers. What? The wonky golf swing. This isn't a wonky golf swing? What? With a head wobble. What? See, we're all over the shop. Yeah, what a dead fitty bomb celebration for the first of the year. Not surprised though when it's the Roosters. I would do it. I would celebrate the fitty bomb like crazy. But bro, it's 12:40 a.m. in Hawaii right now, and I'm on a balcony. Like I can't be loud and go like, fitty fitty bomb, fitty bomb, fitty fitty bomb. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Foodie, foodie, bomb, foodie, bomb, foodie, foodie, bomb. Boo-da-boo-da-boo-da-boo-da-boo-boo. There's a little bit of soul for you, like a New Orleans soul, like a jazz from Chicago, mate. And missed the kick. 8.5 minutes to go. Have you learned how to head bubble yet? Will come in hand. Not reading the rest of your stupid comment. Someone says, I reckon you just give us a twerk. 8 minutes 20 to go here in this game. I'm not reading the rest of those comments out. You guys need help. You're going to get me arrested here. You get me arrested. It's actually a polite stop it, Jay. Regardless of its intentions, I know your intentions. I don't care what its intentions are. I know you. So first tackle now for the Broncos at the 15. Can someone check in on Hainsey? Hainsey's not going too well, Trent Merrow fan club. Actually, is Brandon at this game? I know he was trying to get there, but I know that one, there's issues, but also two, I think the cyclone prevented him from coming. And if so, three, PO, but three, is he live streaming right now? Rosa, Biocalas, is that the Broncos horse? Yeah, looking all right. Looking all right. The old Bronx, looking all right today. I'm actually pretty happy with myself that, like, not like I used to be in the sense that, like, this would annoy me watching this. Now I'm like, that's not annoying watching this. I can actually commentate it from a non-biased level from my perspective. If this was against the Titans, then I'd be telling everyone to go screw himself, but this is not against the Titans, so that's fine. And that's a sin bin. Piracura's gone. Oh, okay, that's just died. That's just died. Hold on. Hold on. How do I turn this back? Hang on. I don't know why that just died. Maybe it just turned off because it wanted to. Okay, it's back on. Blackout. We're back. We're back. Oh, dude. Okay. Well, there's not long to go now anyway, but I'll fix it in a second. Wait, where is it? Why is it not? Hold on. So Roosters right hand side, they'll be taking out at the 10, 4 tackle. I don't understand. Maybe if I try and see how this turns on. I don't know. I'll put my phone light on for the time being. There you go. Is that alright? Is that fine? And Dom Young is going to score a try in the corner. Is that fine for now, guys? We've only got like 6 minutes to go. That's fine for now. We've only got 6 minutes to go. I'll put this across like this. So the Roosters will score a try. Makes it 50-12 with a kick to come. There we go. This is awful lighting, but it is what it is. If there was longer, there was a whole second half to go, I'd fix it. But tells a spooky story. Okay, you ready? It was a dark Thursday night at Allianz Stadium. And the Roosters were playing. The end. It's pretty scary in my opinion. It's pretty scary. Pretty scary, that one. Does he get this down? Oh, short. That was short. I think that's a no try. I think this might be a no try. But he says, lads, you never know. Roosters could still come back. They just need like 48 points in 6 minutes. You never know. Here come the Broncos fans thinking of the greatest ever. Thundermax, I don't think Reynolds is the halfback for Brisbane. He's lost a lot of match sharpness. It's like he's a yard slower. I hope Mam comes back quick. Mate, they're winning 50-12. I don't think that anyone should be complaining about the Broncos today. I don't think that people should be thinking they're going to win the comp based on this performance against an awful Roosters team. But I do think that there's no room for complaint today. Masters, I'm going to have nightmares now. Hey, listen, Thursday night Roosters game at Allianz. Shit, that's scary stuff. It's scary, scary stuff. That's what says Hope Man goes to jail. Legally speaking, I don't really want to get into it. But in my personal opinion, I believe that it should have been harsher, that situation. That's all I'll say on that. Mitchell says, the spookiest story is the fact we have to watch the Roosters 23 more times. That's not spooky. That's terrifying, mate. That's pure horror. Ted says, I know a scary story. Eels versus Warriors in the grand final. Mate, that's terrifying. That's terrifying that you even thought that's possible. I don't even see a world that ever happens. So it's terrifying that in your mind you thought, you know what, I'm going to comment Eels versus Warriors in a grand final, and you thought that was acceptable. You need help. Ted Watson says, how was that a try? Yeah, I thought it was no try, but like at this point, who cares, you know? I get the issue of consistency, and I get the frustration, but also go and have a look at Ashley Klein's performance in that Sharks Panthers game, and you'll realise that this league is just all over the shop. Like the officiating in this league is horrific. I don't think tonight's been too bad. To be fair, that was a bad call, but with that being said, like the league officiating is, it's awful, man. Ash Klein could not referee a chook raffle, mate, truly. Roosters next 5. They play the Panthers, the Warriors, the Titans, the Rabbitohs, and the Broncos. The only team at home was the Titans. Hey, if they play like this, man, we'll beat them for the first time in like 10 years. Roosters was, Greg says. Hey, I'm waiting for Brendan Westling to come and drop that comment. Someone says Roosters actually might get relegated this season. And I don't even know how that's possible, but they've made it. Hey, listen, It made it. Oh, that's going to be a penalty to the Bronco. Penalty to the Bronco. Do you think the officiating could be worse? Sure, it can always be worse, but it could absolutely be better. No one can tell me they watched Ashley Klein on that game for Panthers Sharks and say he did a good job. There is no one. I don't even think Ashley Klein himself would look at his review of that game, which the referees do. They review every game, reviews galore. They look at video footage all week. I don't think Ashley Klein, there is no world that that dude has looked at his review footage from that game and said, shit, there's a reason why I'm the best referee in the game. Because at the end of the day, the NRL sees him as the best referee in the game. And they do. Look at the games that he gets given. So, but there's no way he can do that. There's no way he can. He couldn't even look himself in the mirror. Couldn't even sing Kumbaya, that bloke. Someone said, I just don't understand how the bunker consistently gets it wrong. I agree. That try, and then the disallowed try in the Penrith game as they called it a knock-on instead of a play of the ball. Man, it's just awful. Broncos are away again here, taking down the 20. Second tackle. Klein robbed Penrith of a try and Sharks an opportunity to win. Mate, that second half, the Sharks got absolutely punched in the mouth. The first half, the Panthers were actually getting doubted on quite a few calls. It's like Klein wanted to just keep the Sharks in the game in the first half and then absolutely annihilate them in the second half. The Sharks were never going to win that game because Ashley Klein honestly, it was just awful. So the point is that if that's the best referee in the game, we're in trouble. We know this by now, man. We know this by now. Second tackle here for the Broncos. 5 metres away. 5 metres away. Sorry, guys. It is 1 a.m. in the morning for me, so do forgive. Third tackle. 1 minute to go of the game. It's horrifying the comp is already over because the Titans have already won the comp for 18th in a row. Look, Biddy, you're right, man. We get it. You're preaching to the converted here, my friend. You can preach to the converted here. Actually makes me sick how good the Titans are going to be this year with Big Tina. Makes me sick. I'm convinced Adam G has died. I don't know what's happened with Adam G, man. I don't know why he disappeared. Everyone regarded him as the best referee in the game. I don't know why. It's weird. It really is. It's strange. Oh, that was good. I'm actually heading to Pearl Harbor tomorrow, by the way. Heading to Pearl Harbor. Should be good. Should be good. Never been to Pearl Harbor before. Second tackle now for the Broncos, and they're 12 metres away from the line. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Don't forget to go check out the BKRtravel channel, the pinned comment. Las Vegas vlogs start on Monday. And we will not be streaming tomorrow's games. We will be streaming Saturday's games, Bulldogs, Dragons, and Manly Cowboys, and then Sunday's Storm Eels game. Broncos won this game easily. Roosters are worse than an under-16s team today. The Broncos actually looked pretty good, but they also played a really weak team. Obviously, super early in the season, man. Super early in the season. Only round 1 gone. So we'll see how it goes from round 2, round 3 onwards and whatnot. But good win for the Broncos. You take that and you see how it pans out, man. But like I said, thumbs up, subscribe. I will see you guys on Saturday for the Bulldogs and the Dragons and the Cowboys and Manly. And I appreciate you guys as usual. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to go back to enjoying the Hawaii holiday. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya. See ya later. Mahalo. Aloha.